Drew, you killed this shit. You killed this shit.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of In the Four Corners of Wrestling podcast here on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Google, wherever you may be listening or watching us at. We here. We about to get busy. Let's get it, y'all. Let's say what's up to the fellas. Quabo. What's happening, dog?
Hey, Marshall, are we back?
For another episode.
We're back for another episode, man. Yeah.
How you feeling today, bro?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good. Excited.
My man. He glowing over there, man. I know he said he ready for some wrestling talk. He ready to get into it. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. J. Will, what's happening?
What's good, Marshall? Good to see you, bro.
Good to see you too.
Yo, no. Are we going to ignore Quabo did the little Vogue thing real quick? We're going to ignore he did that? Okay.
Good to see you, bro. Good to see you.
Yes, sir. Good to see you.
My man. Multi-man. What's up, Brody? How you feeling today, man?
I tried to quit. I tried to quit. That was me trying to quit. It just didn't work. For some reason, we recording today? Like, shit. Why? It remind me, you know what I'm saying? You know.
Well, we here.
Haven't y'all been noticing, like I'm always the first person in the room, but I'm like the first person to leave now? Like.
I've had all I can stand.
Forget being the leader, man. I'm the first person to leave. That's how I leave. Hurry up and bye. Come on, let's go.
The first one here, first one gone. That's how we're doing it.
Yeah, man, you got to get the ghost, man.
I know that's right. Let's jump on in it, fella. Let's jump on in it. Review show for AEW Forbidden Door. Coming out of the United Center in Chi-Town.
It was forbidden for black people.
No.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Whoa, no. Let's open that can of worms.
Let's talk about it. Speak on it, y'all. Speak on it.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Let's speak on it, man, because there was no...
Mike, if you don't want to, I'll speak on it.
No. I got credit for getting Keith Lee on the pre-show. So...
Well, you're right.
I listen. So hey, listen. Y'all joke about calling me the Oracle. Y'all don't be people that be want to argue with me. They don't want to listen. I be trying to tell people you got to think with your mind, common sense. See, I kept the grays on my head to show y'all the wisdom this week. So listen. It was black people anywhere on this paper.
No Jade.
Look. They got the black people in on the pre-show quick.
If you blink, you missed them.
Oh, seriously. I think it was the second match.
I blinked.
The third.
It was the third match.
Buy-in match. You had to buy in to watch that.
It was the third match.
You can watch it on YouTube for free because that's why I watched it on YouTube. But I mean, it's on YouTube.
And shout out to Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland.
Nah, don't shout out them out.
Only two black people on the card. The buy-in at the last minute.
Right. They literally their match was announced on Twitter.
Tony saw Multi-Man's tweet and was like, "Damn, I got to do something about this shit."
Right. And then he just tweeted it. He didn't even tell them. They didn't even know.
They're like, "Oh, for real?"
Wait, I thought we were hanging out in catering. Wait, what?
He saw the tweet show up on his joint from TK. He's like, "Oh, hey, bro." He said, "Did you see? I mean, I guess we got a match now. Cool."
I feel like in Chicago. Keith Lee was like, "Who is El Desperado?"
Right, bruh.
I was so looking forward to that brisket and catering.
Dog, Keith Lee said, I was incentivized to stay home because my particulars were telling me
So he sound like T.I. He sound like Clifford.
Of the unwounded were wounded, and I wasn't on the pay-per-view. which is appalling, but I understand.
Yeah.
Like he'd be like, I understand.
He said it's appalling.
I understand.
He do his hand like this.
God.
Right. You gotta do the hand motion.
Oh my God. Oh man.
I be looking at Keith Lee and I be feeling like the dude, I think it's KB or Kirby on TikTok, the number one TikToker.
Yeah.
Now that just passed, like why didn't you just say you want to beat the dude up? I wanted to viciously. I wanted to
eviscerate him.
Called him destruction of the masses. And you're like, why you just ain't say you want to whoop cuz? Like, what is wrong with you?
Yo, you know he got a fake laugh.
No, but recently, if you've been paying attention, Keith Lee has been giving promos where he just been a regular dude, bro. Like, he just been a regular dude. Pretty much everything he said on the Jericho podcast that WWE told him to do, he been doing. And he still ain't on the main event. Dog, come on, bro. There was no black people on this pay-per-view. If WWE ever has a pay-per-view in the next year that don't got no black people, man, listen.
What's wild is people argued us down about it.
Kicked out of a group.
Yeah. So what's crazy to me is, right?
Are we gonna put them on the fuck you list?
No, they've been on it.
Oh,
It was.
What's crazy is, right, the craziness of it all is people are we said it. There's not a black person on there. But they justified the Tony Storm drink, which we'll get into. But like, they're like, well, why couldn't we could have put Jade on there. We could have put somebody on there. You could have, like, there's literally a match of 2 AEW stars wrestling, and you guys decided, okay, cool. But then you're like, oh, but he's on the buy-in. The buy-in is on YouTube. That is the same thing as watching Dark in Elevation. The difference is you have a bigger crowd. Bruh, you didn't help that man. And people say he's on a better spot. How?
No.
How?
He's on a worse spot. He's on a worse spot than he would have been in WWE right now. I'm sorry. I don't understand how people think that. You mean to tell me this damn card had 57 multi-man matches and they couldn't have snuck him in somewhere?
Multi-man match. You ain't lying, bro.
It's not even just that. Like, as I'm
It
watching.
is that. It is
no,
that.
Oh, no. But it's not even just that. Like, they're saying a better spot. But like, he's on Dark and Elevation, but he's not even the main event of Dark and Elevation. He's dead in the middle of the show fighting niggas who are either just debuting or they're 0-4 on the fucking show.
We had this conversation with Colin about Ruby.
Or 0-62.
We had the same conversation with Colin about Ruby Soho. It's time for you AEW marks, because you are marks,
Big time,
to admit that some of the WWE guys that's come over, y'all don't know how to use them just as much as WWE than you know how to use them. Maybe even more.
Thank you.
Like I said the other day, the only black that happened to be on the Forbidden Door was Malachi. He the only one.
and that started a ruckus, bro. That started a whole ruckus in the group. Like,
Duh, it's the truth.
It's a fact.
And the thing is, the major part about it is, this would not have been an issue, and nobody would have brought it up if you didn't tell us that you were going to work on diversity and making things better. Had you never responded to Big Swole, like I said, from the jump, if Big Swole would have just got her stuff off and you never responded to her, no one would care right now. No one would be saying anything.
Mm-hmm.
You made it a situation when you attacked her, and then you made it seem like you was going to do a better job at doing this. Again, we already knew Jay was going to win the TBS belt. Even Swole said it herself. That belt was made for her. However, Scorpio Sky wasn't about to win that drink. You're not about to tell me that he was going to win it. Because if you had an interim champion because you were trying to work it out with Cody. So that's the only reason why Sammy had the belt. Because Sammy was the interim champion until you figured everything out with Cody. And then Cody didn't resign and he left. So now you roll with Sammy. But you want to put Sammy make Sammy a heel. Well, technically they didn't want to make him a heel. He became a heel when he ditched his wife that he proposed to on national TV for Ty Conti. So he naturally became a heel. So you had to switch that over. So you gave it to Scorpio to get Sammy back in the picture with Chris Jericho. If you never responded to what Big Swole said, or if you never overreacted to what Big Swole said, we would not be having this conversation right now. It wouldn't even be a thing. But you did that. You and your company did that. When y'all came, some people started coming out defending him and this, that, and the third. Powerhouse Hobbs, you weren't on the pay-per-view. You was one of them that defended him. Thunder Rosa, you got like 2 minutes. You love Tony Khan. He's great with diversity. You have had one of the worst championship runs I've ever seen for a champion in my life.
Right.
Things need to change around there. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep giving AEW, you know what I'm saying, a chance, you know. Since we're not going over the show, I'm gonna throw Jay Will a bone. I called this. Luchasaurus is now a heel. So, you know, yeah, that's currently on my screen right now. So
yeah. And Christian Cage.
Well, Christian,
he's already become.
Yeah, but everybody was like,
"How did that one too?" Yeah.
Yeah, in the group, they was in the group chats, and a lot of the group chats that's on Facebook. Bammers was saying, "You can't change Luchasaurus." I'm like, "Yes, you can." Duh. Christian's gonna turn on Jungle Boy. You take Luchasaurus, you put him with Christian Kane. The only thing they haven't done yet is take that goofy ass mask off. Once they do that, then he'll be the most hated heel in the world. Anyway, which is what we're doing.
He needs to keep the mask, though. He needs to keep the mask.
He needs to keep the mask.
He needs to keep.
Then he can't be a heel.
I mean, maybe he can change. Maybe he can change the color.
He did it. That's what he did.
There you go.
There needs to be a
black mask.
Bro. No, that's corny, bro.
No, there needs to be a more dramatic physical change on him for it to be.
He gotta take the goofy ass mask off.
Yeah, ponytail off. Cut that green ponytail off. He got. That's supposed to be a statement.
Take the damn mask off.
Yeah,
You're not a dinosaur, bro.
Right.
You're a human being. Take the goofy ass mask off.
So what's his name gonna be when he's not?
Huh?
What's his name gonna be now that he's not a dinosaur no more?
His real name.
Real name. Shit.
Oh. Yes, Jose. Make him his real name.
If they could get somebody named Claudio, they could come up with something.
You're looking at it from a perspective of him being a babyface and trying to keep the mystique of Luchasaurus. If you turn him heel, what the fuck is a Luchasaurus now? A heel is supposed to be hated. I've never hated a dinosaur.
Can't argue with that logic.
Even in Jurassic Park.
Right. You're right.
I felt for the dinosaurs. Like, how you
are right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
T-Rex a nickname.
Hate velociraptors.
Right, Jose, like on some real shit, Jose. That's why we liked him, because he came out as a dinosaur. He was goofy, you know what I'm saying? That was the gimmick. Now that he's a heel, he can't be a dinosaur.
Fucking Barney motherfucker.
Yeah, like Barney trying to turn heel. Man, you don't take that goddamn mask off, Barney, and be a real man and be a heel and say F them kids. The first time Barney cut a promo, like, you know what, you damn kids, F you kids. He still got the mask on. That's cool when he got the first. When he come back out after, he can't come back out as Barney.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying?
Back out as Ralph.
Wow.
Oh, man. So we all in agreement that Big Swole was pretty much right, huh?
We've been in agreement. It ain't never. That's one thing about us. We've always all agreed about that.
This pay-per-view didn't solidify it for us. We knew it already.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, and you can also make the argument that a lot of the other bigger names weren't on there. Like, I don't understand how you drop the ball and don't put Hookhausen on there.
Yeah.
If you're a businessman somewhere, even if they was on a buy-in, Well, technically, Danhausen was on the buy-in.
Yeah, about to say they hinted at him. They didn't directly
Yeah. But he should have been on the buy-in. Him and Hook should have been on the buy-in. You know, like this slow burn they doing with Hook, like just give him the belt already, damn it. One of them bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like you got 4 belts now that a man can hold. TNT, AEW World Championship, the Tag Team Championship, and the Mid-Atlantic belt where people from China competed. Japan competed. And it's not
the Mid-Atlantic or the All-Atlantic?
Oh, yeah, whatever the Atlantic.
The All-Atlantic. All-Atlantic.
Wherever Atlantic it is, Jose, that some of them countries ain't in the Atlantic.
Some in the Pacific.
Asia not even on the Atlantic. Like, bro, how? Nigga, how?
Because there's no one there to tell him no.
Right.
There wasn't a single moment looking at the match card where you would sit here and think, especially when there's a title on the line, where you think a New Japan person is going to win this match.
Nah, I disagree.
Well, fine. You know what? Fine. We'll get into that later when we talk about it.
Go ahead. Yeah, I disagree. But go ahead.
All right, so since we're talking about it, let's get into it first. I want to talk about the buy-in on YouTube. What y'all think about the buy-in on YouTube? 4 matches.
They didn't watch it.
I watched the buy-in.
Oh.
I watched the buy-in because it's just about the same as watching Dark in Elevation. No matter what.
All right, see, man. All right. Get away from him, man. Like, come on, man.
Let me just say this. I will say this. The buy-in was fairly entertaining. I do think that, like, them putting in the effort to get viewers in, even if they couldn't afford the pay-per-view, that is cool to get the all-inclusive side to it. However, I think, like, there were a few good matches, but I definitely have to talk about the Keith Lee and Swerve match, tag match. It's not particularly about the match that's bothering me. It's the fact that Keith Lee refuses to let his hair go. That bald spot all the way in the back, let me say, sorry, bro, I love you. As a fellow black man, you got to learn to let it go. And when you let it go, you got to go with the pit bull razor. Right here, I got this silver. You see right there?
Pit bull, cut the check.
You see that? I use it every other day. Oh, wait. You hear?
You can hear the follicles as they get clipped.
You can hear it. You feel the hair
in
just.
Silence.
And then when I touch this spot back here, it is smooth as a baby bum. Keith Lee, I just want to let you know, this is a thing that can help save your life, because right now, bruh, you thinning, it ain't it. You got to let it go, my man. You looking like everybody's uncle at the cookout with the natty light in his hand, bro. You got to let that go.
This might be one of the best episodes we ever do.
The Pitbull Silver, and Mike has the Pitbull Platinum. You went all the way in. Mike got that drink. We can vouch for it. Keith Lee, my brother. You see that right there? Pitbull. Cut the check.
Cut the check.
Go ahead, Marshall.
Oh man. Quavo. Did you catch the buy-in, Quavo?
I still got hair. Don't look at me.
I love the buy-in. I ain't talking about the pit bull, man. Quavo's on edge now. Quavo gonna be
a haircut, but it's still growing.
We're gonna put you up there with Veer Mahan, Quavo. Both of y'all need a head and shoulders deal.
Yeah, right.
Nah, Veer Mahan need to cut some of his hair off and sell it. That man hair is luxurious.
That's gonna be like 500 bundle. Woman gonna be fighting over that hair right there, over that bundle, boy.
I don't know what he put in his hair, but I want some. Because I swear to God, I'll grow my hair back if I can get my hair like his.
Never not working, baby. Cut the check. Oh man.
My bad. I completely derailed it. My bad.
No, you did a great job. That was a great job.
That was more entertaining than the buy-in, bro. That was beautiful.
Oh, see what I mean, man? Y'all do this, man. What do y'all? Why? It wasn't.
Come on.
Y'all over exaggerate with
You go tell me this was not more entertaining than watching Nick Camarado and anyone else that was on there. I mean, aside from the Swerve match, which was decent.
No, because I actually watched New Japan and y'all don't. So therefore, for me, it was kind of cool seeing some of the matches that were going on.
I love that you can't even say that without laughing and having.
It's funny because I know I was thinking
almost believable. It's almost believable.
It's almost believable, but I'm the one that knew about all these people before there was even AEW. Where did all them come from? Yeah. Damn. Where they come from, Marshall?
New Japan?
But I don't watch it, you know. Mike don't watch New Japan. So whatever. Quavo tried to throw a little shot out there. Pew, pew. No. I'm supposed to actually watch real wrestling, Quavo, and not Impact. You don't even watch Impact no more. This is actually good. You watch the shitty years. So you cannot.
What? Whoa.
You did. When it was like Suicide and people, them names and shit like that. And freaking Homicide, names like that. What the hell was that? It's good now. I will say
you
Impact.
had LAX, you had Main Event Mafia, you had come on now.
No. Main Event Mafia is one
that
of
was the same years.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, they were.
No, the Main Event Mafia, the fifth time came back when LAX was there. The original Main Event Mafia was great. When they tried to do it again, it wasn't that good. It was just like NWO and WWE. But except it was in the same company.
Yeah, that second run for NWO was like,
No, but I'm saying, but it's worse because they were in a different company. What I'm saying is Main Event Mafia tried it again in the same company. And it was horrible. It was like NWO 2000.
Damn. Harlem Heat 2000.
That's the same member that was in the goddamn Main Event Mafia. He said Booker T. Well, no, Booker T wasn't in the second one.
Yeah, Harlem Heat 2009. That was
I'm talking about in Main Event. God, pay attention. We're talking about Main Event Mafia.
I thought we were just going on 2000. I was having fun.
No. Main Event Mafia. What I'm saying is, Kevin Nash, Scott Steiner, and it was Jeff Jarrett ever in Main Event Mafia. He was in the second one, wasn't he?
He was in the second one.
Those were in the same people that was in NWO 2000. And I said it might as if you add Booker T, but Booker T wasn't in the second part of Main Event Mafia. You know that clip that you love, Marshall, with Booker T talking to himself and he's doing the commentating while he's beating the dude up?
Yeah.
That was Main Event Mafia.
Oh, that was an awesome clip.
Yeah, that's when he was in Main Event Mafia.
Mud hole in him. Booker T's throwing him up.
And he talked like he was African.
Oh, Booker T.
my people and my privilege. Like, what are you talking about, Booker T? You're not African. We know this.
He walk around with his pinky up all the time and shit.
That was Main Event Mafia. That's what Quavo's talking about. The second time they tried to do it, Samoa Joe was in it actually too. Yeah, it was horrible the second time. It was like, why are these people in it? The people that y'all beat up the first time, like whatever. Anyway. New Japan, I do watch New Japan. Not all the time like I used to. I'm not gonna lie, during the early Bullet Club the years, I used to watch it all the time. Prince Devitt, aka Finn Balor, is the person that got me into watching New Japan. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I know most of the Asian people's names. I do not know who the hell they are, most of them. But if they beef with the Bullet Club, then I probably know them. And a lot of these people on the show had beef with the Bullet Club. Like, that's the one thing I did watch for New Japan constantly. Anytime there was something with Bullet Club, I went back and watched it. You know, so yeah. But I'll say this: the buy-in was better than these guys are giving it credit. The Keith Lee Swerve match was a decent match. They actually do work pretty well as a team when they're not beefing. Damn, what was the other match? I forgot. Who
Lance
was
And
Archer.
yet it was that good.
no. I'm thinking of the people that was in the match.
Yeah, Lance Archer,
Desperado. And Yosu Kane. I'm gonna call him Yosu Kane.
Nah, it was that was the last match.
Yoshihashi,
No, Yoshinobu,
Goto,
Kinemaru, and
QT
Desperado.
Marshall.
You know what? Let's not talk about the buy-in because I don't remember the order of it. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie.
QT Marshall and Aaron Solo.
I mean, at the end of the day, I can just say that it wasn't terrible. It wasn't bad though. That's what I'm saying. Like the buy-in wasn't bad for people who could not get pay-per-view. It was a good watch for them for sure.
It was better than WWE pre-shows.
WWE pre-shows give you like one match in all talk, and I'm just like, bro, come on.
No, I'm
Come on,
talking about.
y'all.
Okay, so here's the thing. WWE, and I know Quavo why you did the face. Production-wise, everything in totality, WWE pre-shows are better. In the actual ring, though, this was better than any WWE pre-show. But not any, most WWE pre-show matches.
I'll give you that.
Usos tore it up on pre-shows plenty of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't bad though, Marshall. It was better than you would expect. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Okay. I think what you was the last one. You talking about Austin Gun, the Guns.
That one is the one I'm talking about.
PA LA Dojo.
That's when Danhausen came out and it was like, Danhausen, I got something special for you. I'm the ass boys. They are the ass boys.
Oh man.
Yeah, he did that in this paper. That was at the buy-in. He did that.
that was funny as fuck.
They was mad as a mother.
Hey, I love when he comes out and does that. They get mad.
He's like, can we say that on TV? Yo, that was funny, bro.
The ass boys.
I love the fact that Pops love it. I love the fact that Billy Gunn just absolutely loves it, dog. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
Danhausen is hilarious. Like, well, you are sons of the ass man. So that makes you ass boys.
logic, baby. It's logic.
Danhausen is the best logical wrestler of all time, dog. He give you the best logic. He be like, well, your arm's broke, so I'm gonna kick you in your arm. Duh. And it's going to hurt very much. And then I will curse you.
Oh man.
How you don't enjoy him is hilarious, bro. It's hard to not enjoy Danhausen, bro. It's really hard.
Hey, hold on, Jay. Before we move on, I want everybody to like, share, and subscribe, or Danhausen's gonna curse you. Now go ahead, Jay. Will.
No, I mean, like Mike said, it wasn't bad. It's definitely worth a watch. But Danhausen, bruh, hilarious moment. How do you not like that guy? Seriously, how do you not like, to me, in a similar vein of how likable he is to like R-Truth, if you watch WWE, they're enjoyable no matter what scenario you can put them in. Like they work for situations. Just saying. Gotta use him correctly. That's all you gotta do.
That's wrestling, bro. That's wrestling. People think everything that happens inside the ring is wrestling. No. A lot of the wrestling happens outside the ring, like the ad that Danhausen does, bro. Like all of that.
Yeah, but I don't really want to see him in the ring.
No, I prefer to see him outside the ring, like you said. Like I said, that's wrestling too. Him doing the stuff outside the ring.
Yeah, I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him wrestle.
Especially that last one he was in. That was horrible. I was like, run, bitch, run. And he got destroyed. All right, moving in to Forbidden Door. As Mike said, the only black on this card was who was it? Multi-Man?
Well, Vince named him Alistair, but Malachi.
Malachi.
Is that Pop's named him Malachi?
The closest thing to black we got on that show.
Right.
The closest thing we got to black.
Oh, wait, no. When the ring went dark, when the whole arena went dark for Sting, I mean, technically, yeah. Hey.
Yep. Sting represented, I guess. What we doing like I did for Cody, Sting represented. He had on all black.
Nah,
We're gonna get to that though.
No, it went dark. All right, y'all. So the first match, Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and what you?
I'm clipping that one.
Guevara,
Man, keep going. I'm clipping it. Keep going.
Sammy Guevara.
Yeah, and all them against Shada,
Who?
Eddie and Wheeler. Yeah, I said I'm reading.
Hold on.
Wait. Who?
Yeah, y'all know the match. What y'all think?
No, who the hell are you talking about? Who the hell are you talking about?
The first match, man. The first match.
What
You know what?
match, dog? No,
Huh?
I will help.
I don't think you ever put
Help me out, Jay Will.
It is Chris Jericho,
Okay.
Minoru Suzuki and Sammy Guevara versus
Guevara.
Eddie Kingston, Wheeler Yuta and Shota Umino.
What the hell did he call them?
We're not going to get into that. I can't help that.
Like I said, fuck y'all. So Jay Will, since you helped me out with that, Jay Will, go ahead. Go ahead, Jay Will.
Hey, hold on, Mike. That's like when they try to cheat together to pass and then they both fail.
Right. Like they both cheat on each other.
He's like,
Nah, you getting it wrong, bro. It's this way.
Jay Will. But yeah, we're being criticized by somebody who doesn't even take the test. So go ahead, Jay Will.
oh,
You, not me.
Oh.
all right. I'm not going to lie to you. I go into anytime I see Chris Jericho's name on a match, I go into a moment where I'm just like, why is he still wrestling? But this was not one of those matches where I was just like, damn, Chris Jericho, they don't put on a pretty good match. I don't think that match was bad. I quite enjoyed that match. It was, to me, it was a good opening match of the show. They received a standing ovation during the match. They received a "this is awesome" during the match chant. And at one point, they were like, there was another chant that they did. It was kind of like, it was like they were yelling again to repeat a spot. That's craziness. I think that match was good. I enjoyed that match. I'm one of those people that's like, yo, certain people need to go into retirement. Chris Jericho did a damn good job during that match. I liked it.
All right. Multi-man.
Blackpool Combat Club, Will Uter, Young Gun. He's gonna be good. He's gonna be special. I don't want to put being the next Daniel Bryan on his shoulders, but I do think that if he left and learned another style, he will be way more honed in. Right now, he's with the other guys and they just teaching him chaos. If he got a chance to go, not just saying it because I like WWE, but if he got a chance to go to WWE and learn some of that laid back style, if he wrestled like Daniel Bryan used to wrestle, he probably would be the best wrestler in the world. Because he could actually,
Slow it down a little bit.
No, just if Bryan Danielson and Daniel Bryan are not the same person.
Right.
They don't wrestle the same. They're not the same person at all. What I'm saying is Bryan Danielson is just more ruthless. Daniel Bryan was the better wrestler to me, personally. And I think Bryan Danielson is a good wrestler, but he's just more rugged and ruthless. I think if he got to wrestle like Daniel Bryan, he could show everyone that he's the best wrestler in the world instead of being William Uter, the young guy that does whatever the hell the rest of them do. If they beating each other up and bleeding, he gonna bleed. Like, he don't need to be doing that. Like, he could really show his talent. He can be bigger. I can't say I don't want to put that on him because I don't want to say he can be bigger than Daniel Bryan because that's Daniel Bryan. Not luckily, but partially luck got to be where he was too by luck. It wasn't like everyone knew he was going to be that. Was he damn good? Yes, but it's kind of hard to put him to say that he could be the next Daniel Bryan, but he could be close. You know what I mean? And if not there or better, who knows? We can't tell the future. That damn old dude, the old Asian guy that just be hurting people, man. He be hurting people.
Suzuki.
Huh?
Suzuki.
He be
chopping.
Man, that's a chopping fool, man. That's a chopping fool, man. I wonder what he do to prepare, man. Do he chop lumber like? I mean, that was corny, but does he chop lumber with his hands? That was corny, but hey, he might. He might chopping people.
I mean, I was going to say something, but they might think that sounds racist. I'm not going to say it, you know.
Please don't. You shouldn't even said the other part about it might sound like. I don't know. Anyway,
you just said he's chopping something, though. Like, what are you
don't do
anyway, you know, next week we might have a new host. Don't worry, guys.
But he's chopping wood.
We take racism very serious.
But he's chopping wood.
I asked you not to say it, but you still.
You said that, not me.
I didn't say anything. I said wood as far as wood, like lumber. I said lumber. I didn't say wood.
What is lumber?
Not wood. I used the word that was not the same word. Stop. Anyway, yeah, I agree with Jay Will. It was a good opening match, man. Jay Will try to compare it to this whole pay-per-view to Hell in a Cell in our group chat. And if we're going off of Hell in a Cell, this was not it was not better than that first match in Hell in a Cell, but this was a good match.
Okay. What do you think, Quavo?
You ain't watch this shit?
I did.
I'm playing.
You know I watch a match. You know it's my job.
You say look again. You know I watched the match.
You know I watch the match. Yo, them chops, I gotta admit, like you said, them chops were flying everywhere, dude. Like there were so many red chests in this match, it was ridiculous.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous.
Hamburger meat.
But there were also a lot of spots with a lot of high flying maneuvers. Sammy with that shooting star press was nice. That joint was nice, and then the Suicida by Eddie was nice too. Although it was a little sloppy in the beginning, but
he blows me.
It was still nice though. You gotta admit, it still was nice.
No, I don't gotta admit nothing. He blows me.
He can blow. I mean, pause. I didn't like the Judas.
Real men don't gotta say no damn pause
to end that match, but you know.
Is that a dog, Jay Will?
Yeah, yes, that's my dog.
When the hell did you get a dog?
I've had a dog for a while, man. Usually my wife is home to entertain the dog while I'm doing this.
You entertain a dog?
She's just in here because she needs to be around somebody right now. Look,
keep going. If I was a dog, I'd be bored as hell around you.
Shut up.
Go ahead, Quavo. My bad, Quavo.
I know you say you up for something, bro.
I ain't even mad at you. I don't know why they had Tay around ringside, but
because Sammy was out there. You ain't realize they were together now?
Duh. That's right. He only watched one wrestling show a week, so he don't know nothing that's going on.
No, I know why she's out there. Obviously, why she's out there, but it's like,
duh. You just missed that one over your head.
Pause, there, bro. I mean,
pause.
Like,
Rewind.
Yo, something's wrong with him, dog. Alexa T is in the building.
Alexa T is in the building. Yeah. All in all, still a decent match. I'm not looking forward to Blood and Guts though.
I was saying the winner just got the advantage. So Jericho's team. What's the advantage?
But it was a good start to the pin.
It's the War Games with a different name.
Okay. All right. So next match, y'all want to rate this match, or we just go to move on? What y'all want to rate this match?
I forgot we used to do ratings.
Are we giving it a rating?
Well, give it a 9.
This was a 10.
Nah, he's not gonna do that. He ain't that dumb. He learned his lesson last time. Nothing on this pay-per-view getting an 8. Trust me.
Pretty good. It was a pretty good match. We got to give a number rating? Do we have to?
Okay, look, we won't do it this pay.
Just because he don't want to, man, I want to.
Wait, so the new guy comes in.
I mean, keeping it
Yeah,
real.
you took the week off and you came back and you got hired. So yeah, you take a week off and you got hired and you didn't put your vacation in.
Mike said no, so I don't care what these two here have to say. Mike said no. So, but I will say it was a pretty good match. It was a good first match.
We'll bring back the number.
What is that equivalent?
He bought his business card. You see that?
Equivalent to you minding your damn
What is
business.
a good match for you, Jay?
It's equivalent to minding your damn business. Next person.
Well, you should equivocate it to minding your damn neck. Out of here.
Oh,
We'll bring back the number system when we do Money in the Bank, fellas.
Oh man.
Because only reason why I'm saying that is not because I'm siding with Jay Will. Because I just made fun of him. But anyway, because I didn't number any of them either myself. So
fair enough.
yeah, I didn't number them. I didn't think we was gonna do numbers, so my bad.
All right. So next, FTR versus United Empire. Who was that was going up against Quavo?
You can't cheat off my paper. Ask Jay Will for help.
This is your first time taking the test. Shut up. Who's that?
It was
episode.
It was
50-something episode. This is your first time taking the test.
It was FTR versus
United Empire
and Ropingi Vice.
Wow.
Ropingi Vice. That's a hell of a name. Man.
This one gets, you know what? Bring back the Raiders. This one gets a 10.
Vince T in the building. Start off, Vince. What's up, man? Because you're excited about this one.
This match gets a.
Talk about it, baby. Talk about it.
So
for the belts right here, the Ring of Honor and IWGP Tag Team Championships, winner takes all.
now, when Jay Will said earlier there was no matches that he thought that the New Japan people were going to win, it's because he doesn't watch New Japan and he doesn't know how prestige these belts are in New Japan, the IWGP heavyweight tag team belts. These are the junior ones. Because see, in New Japan, if you think WWE got a lot of belts, New Japan got a lot of belts. They got the, you know what I'm saying? They got the junior tag team belts, which the Young Bucks carried for a long time. And when the Bullet, again, I was a Bullet Club fan. So when the Bullet Club was running, they had Gallows and Anderson had the IWGP belts, the heavyweight belts, and the Young Bucks had the junior heavyweight belts. So I said all that to say, this was the match that I thought personally, well, see, I looked at it two ways. I looked at it as either they was going to corroborate with AEW and make FTR pound for pound the best tag team in the world, or they was going to hold on to the prestige of their belts, which was keeping them in Japan. So I didn't know who was going to win, honestly. But if I bet, I would have bet on FTR. But this match was, man, Trent looks so good when he's not next to Chuck. When he's not next to the goofy stuff, he looks a lot better than he looks when he's around the goofy stuff. The pace of this match was good. I can't remember Daxon is Daxon, what is the other dude's name?
Cash.
Daxon Dash?
Cash.
Daxon Cash?
Yeah.
What were their names in WWE?
Like Cash and like something, I forgot.
I don't know.
It was a revival, but it was something else.
I know that. I know that, but yeah, whatever their names were. But one of them got hurt, shoulder injury. He had to go back to the back to get checked up and stuff. The other one working hard. It told a great story how FTR does not give up. They're the ultimate team. Man, this match was. This is. Okay, I'm not gonna jump on that now, but this is one of the best tag team matches we've seen in the last 5 years from any company. This was a good match. Jeff Cobb and his teammate, I can't say his name, but him and his teammate, they were good champions. They listen, they held their own. They showed why they was there. If you didn't know them from New Japan and you don't know who Jeff Cobb is, they showed why they were in that match. Trent and Romeo, Romeo, whatever his name is.
Rocky Romero.
Rocky Romero. That's what. Yes, my bad. Rocky Romero. They proved they should have been in the match as well. They showed up as well. They did some good work. The selling of trying to keep Dash, I guess. I don't know which one is real.
Oh, it was Cash.
Either
Cash
one.
really.
Cash, Dash, Pass, whatever.
Don't do the revival like that now. Don't do the revival.
No, because it's
FTR, man. How you gonna look? The FTR.
you can't do the revival like that. What are you talking about? None of us know their names. We don't know the team name. We don't know their names. We just know they can wrestle.
Right.
And that's the great thing about them, though. Also, to Quavo's point, though, that's the great thing about them. In two companies now, they have proven to us that tag team wrestling really matters, and it should matter. So, if there's any truth to WWE interested in them, and y'all heard me say it, this is one of the ones that WWE got wrong. You better drop the biggest bag possible on tag team wrestling. You got the Usos still there. You got the New Day still there. You need to build some teams up for them that they can go against, because they can single-handedly bring you money for just the tag team division. And I'm rapping, so that's, the other guys can go and say what they got to say. But this match, man, for a second match, this match was very, very, very. Put it this way: this match smashes the Hell in a Cell match. Like, as much as we gloated about the Becky, Asuka, and Bianca Belair match, this was that for tag team.
We didn't even gloat that much for them, though.
Huh?
We didn't even gloat that much for them because we went straight to the main event.
Oh, yeah, that's really good.
Mm-hmm. Speak on the match, Quavo.
He should have been fired that week. Remember Quavo?
Right? Right?
You should have fired his ass that week.
Nah, this match, like you said, like you pretty much said it all, but this match was definitely worth watching.
Yes.
Like they told that story, they sold it, they kept the pace nonstop. Like this was a no breaks in action. It was all the way through. Like it kept busy the entire way. And then when Dax came back in, it like shot it up even more past where you thought it was. So it just like it made it worthwhile. And we've seen Dash and Cash fight in singles matches during the tournament. So seeing them come back and do this for tag team wrestling and then come out with the win with both belts, like they look great at the end. I enjoyed this match. It was good.
All right. Before I go to you, just want to say, I mean, how long have we heard them say? They've said for years, we're the best tag team. This is what we do. We've come to revolutionize this, to change it. This is what we do, and they showed it, man. They showed
Since NXT.
And Trent Beretta and what's it called, Rocky Romero, they kept the match going too. Like even Roppongi Vice, like you had the right components in this match to keep it going the entire way, and you didn't. There weren't any low moments where you were just like, all right, I'm done with this match. Nah, it kept going all the way through. It was a good match.
Okay. Speak on it, Jay Will.
I don't know if there's anything else to say. Like in terms of booking, this match was possibly one of the smartest matches I have ever seen AEW put together. Like Mike said, it had everything that you needed. It had the dramatics, it had the selling. It's one of those moments where Mike brought up that whenever we think of the wrong things that's going wrong, we blame the owner, we blame the head of the company, but we really have to shine a light on the people in the match who did like a phenomenal job in that ring. And there was like Jose said, not a moment was dull. If you stepped away to use the bathroom during this match, you missed something good in every second of that match. Great match. Beyond great match to me.
You gotta give Tony his props, man. But also giving Tony his props, you can't ignore the fact that he was working with New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like I said, the prestige of their belts, if they're going to lose them joints, they're not going to lose them just no willy-nilly. Like, and they didn't, well, we'll get to that later, but yeah, this was the first match where their belt was involved, so.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to move on to the next match, in which we had a new belt on the line, the All-Atlantic Championship. which we had Pac, Mero, Malachi Black, and Clark Connors going at it. Jay Will, we went to you last time. Let's go to you first. Speak on it, bro. What you think about this match here?
The multi-man matches continues.
Oh, yeah. This time it's singles.
This time with singles. First, we had the trios. Then we had 2 trios back to back. Sorry.
No, it wasn't 2 trios. It was 2. It was a trio.
No, sorry, my bad. It was a 3-way.
Yeah.
A trio, then a 3-way, and now 4-way. I don't have much negative to say about this match. Honestly, like the match wasn't bad. It wasn't nothing that I was going to go originally on paper going out. I was going to go out of my way to watch it, but I did enjoy the match. Some pretty good spots on it. I didn't have any expectations as far as this match, like other than I was like, okay, cool. Got into the match, I was like, damn, pretty solid match. I enjoyed this match. Completely enjoyed it. And overall, the win was enough for me where I was just like, okay, cool. I'm into this. I can keep this going.
Okay. Quabo, speak on.
The bastard Pac.
The bastard. The new All-Atlantic champion.
I mean, give it to Pac, bro. It's about time they gave him some gold. It's about fucking time they gave him some gold. And good thing that they didn't make it an easy win for him either. You had Malachi Black, you had Miro in there, and Clark Connors. Like he had to go up against some heavy hitters, and he came with it. Because even Connors was running wild for like a minute. Pac hit him with reversals, and then Black intervened, and then like it had so many moments where you didn't know who's gonna jump in and break something from happening. And you just didn't know, so many wild cards going on at the same time. But then Pac coming with the win, that Black Arrow, that joke was nice.
I was glad Malachi let my man arm go just in time because he would have straight snapped that joint. I was like, what on?
Sheesh. But give it to him for his first win and getting that singles gold that he's been needing to get like some more oomph in this promotion, like in this brand. Like this is definitely a milestone in Pac's career with AEW, and I think this will definitely build him up for more. And I think they needed this momentum for him. And it's a good thing they did it.
Okay. Multi-man.
So this was the WWE Intercontinental Championship.
I think he's gonna come with some.
I feel like this match happened in WWE. It probably didn't, but I feel like it happened in WWE. It was Aleister Black versus Neville versus Rusev.
And Clark plays with like Christian or something.
One more name.
I think that Aleister Black came after them when it came to NXT, because Neville and Rusev were like first class NXT. So they were there before him. So, I don't know if they crossed paths, but it does sound like the Intercontinental or USA title match.
It was a nice little reunion in the ring.
Connor, man, he was getting over, man. Connor was getting over, man. O'Connor or whatever his name is, one of them. He was getting over, man. The original dude that was supposed to fight couldn't fight because he got hurt from New Japan. I forgot his name. Damn, and I know who he is too. That's one of the guys that I do know who he is. Damn. Anyway, like Quavo said, the mesh of these guys, it just worked. It was times where I wish they could have slowed it down a little bit.
Tomohiro.
Yes, I know who he is. Yes. So, but there were times where I felt as though they could have slowed it down. The pace of it could have slowed down, and they could have did a little bit more storytelling. I do believe Pac was the right person to win. But I think I'm y'all gonna kill me for this because I always say this, but I don't believe in participation trophies. However, with Pac has been there since day one. Pac is one of the few people that's been there since day one that hasn't been awarded with anything. Even the Lucha Bros have been the champions. Santana Ortiz are the other two that I can think of that's been there since day one that I can think of that didn't win that hasn't won anything. But if you look at it, pretty much everybody from day one, Darby, Sammy, MJF won the 2 rings. Warlow's won something at this point. He's been there since day one.
Cowboy shit won.
Huh?
Cowboy shit.
He won. Kenny, the Young Bucks, Cody. I mean, all of them, all the day ones pretty much Tony at some point took care of. I think that he's been trying to do that for Pac, but travel issues, COVID, things of that nature. I think that he would have been bigger than what he is, but I think that he needed it. Well, I thought Miro was going to win, if you ask me personally. I thought that was who was going to win. I thought that was a lock.
He was rocking shop out there.
And that's who I thought should have won until I thought about Pac. Like, damn, they really haven't done much with Pac. Like, I thought Miro should win, point blank, period. I think Miro should be, to be honest with you, Miro should have been in the conversation to be the world champion. The run that he had with them, I mean, he went from Rusev Day, and Rusev Day was a very high successful thing that WWE kind of dropped the ball on, and he came over to AEW. He's one of them that kind of made himself a higher position in AEW, even though they don't use him as that. We all see him as that now. We all see him as a potential world champion, but for some reason they haven't pulled the plug on that yet. I don't know why. Maybe he's not popular enough yet. I don't know. But yeah, Pac, it was a good match. It was good to see the black. It's the black arrow, correct?
Yeah.
It was the red arrow in WWE, but now it's the black one.
Yeah, because he's the bastard.
Yeah, I don't understand that
Bastard
name.
Pac.
I don't understand that name. But he doesn't have a dad? That's what bastard mean, right?
Yes.
So he doesn't have a dad. So what does that mean? You're a wrestler without a dad? Huh?
He's got some daddy issues. We're not going to talk about it.
Oh, daddy issues.
He ain't talked about it. I didn't. Okay, well, the man wants to be called. Well, he was Pac before he went to WWE. That's how he got to WWE. I know that part. I didn't know the bastard part. I guess WWE left that out because they was like, yeah, that's stupid. Your name is.
We're gonna call you Elf.
Like, your name is Neville.
Right. Neville the Elf.
Actually, it was Aaron Neville first, and then they changed it to this Neville.
And then somebody came out and called him Lord of the Rings, and it was a rap after that.
This solidified him leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Finally.
Yeah.
Because we all knew he was a big star. He should have been a bigger star in WWE.
Yeah. He was a good wrestler when he was in WWE. I liked him when he was over there.
Yeah, I mean, I think, unfortunately, he was supposed to be the cruiserweight division.
Mm-hmm.
But then they stumbled on gold, which was the Enzo Amore. And then they stumbled on him, and then they just was like, you know what, we're going to run with Enzo. He's making us a lot of money. Even though Neville's the better one, we're going to roll with Enzo. So, yeah.
That pissed him off, too.
That pissed a lot of them off. That's pretty much why 205 Live died, for real.
Mm.
But, yeah.
Thank you, Rico. Okay, so next match. We had your boys, Multi-Man Bullet Club. Multi-Man was like, man, that ain't the damn Bullet Club. That ain't the real Bullet Club. We had the Bullet Club versus Dude with Attitudes. Tony Schiavone came out, so you know we about to see Sting. And it started snowing. At least it snowed in Chicago. That made sense this time, except it's what, June?
No.
We got
snow.
snow.
It makes sense to snow in the arena. In the arena.
I was trying to work with you, Sting. I said at least it's in Chicago.
It didn't work with Glacier. It should not work with Sting. I don't see a correlation of Sting and snow.
He bought up Sub-Zero's little brother Glacier. You remember? Don't get up.
Shit, as old as Glacier looked when he finally debuted, he probably was the big brother.
Dyeing his hair and everything. Go ahead and speak on this match, Mike, multi-man, because it's my man said that ain't no damn Bullet Club. What the hell? That's the Pellet Club.
All Bullet Club fans know, if you say the Bullet Club, it's not Bullet Club. They introduced them as the Bullet Club. That's not Bullet Club. It's Bullet Club. That's it. It's not the. No. It's Bullet Club.
No need for the.
Right. It's just Bullet
Like
Club.
Facebook. It's not the Facebook. It's just Facebook.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't bad. I wish we could have got to see how Koalea wrestled a little bit, which is the brother of Tamatunga and Toalung. I forgot. Damn it. What is his brother's name, bro? Why am I forgetting everything? But anyway, the Gorillas of Destiny. And he's their little brother. And I think he's related to maybe one of the Samoans. I don't know. I think he's Tongan and Samoan. So I think he might be related to Roman. And, their bloodline is long. So he might be related to one of them. I don't know.
Haku or somebody. Yeah.
No, he's related. But I think he's also related from the other side to one of them. Tamatunga and Haku and them is not related to Roman and them. They're not Samoan. They're Tongan. There's two different types of people. Mm-hmm. But I think he's both. I don't remember. Maybe they just selling it. I don't know. But anyway, man, the Young Bucks are entertaining. I can't even lie. I can't lie. They blow me. They get on my nerves. Oh, I guess I gotta say pause. Anyway, but they get on my nerves, man. They are so entertaining. And the first spot, of course, was Sting jumping off some shit that he shouldn't have been jumping off of. Now, granted, it was great because we all thought he was going to fly down from the rafters. I didn't think he was up there. But, listen, at 60 years old, I'm not even jumping off the curb.
Damn, I was thinking you said.
I'm glad I swallowed my water just in time, bro.
So, more power to him. I can't really criticize a man that's that old that can do that. But Sting, you know what? They're going to say what they think about the match. Or maybe not after I say this part. Sting, I speak for everyone in the four corners of wrestling. I speak for everyone in a lot of these wrestling groups. It is awesome to see you wrestling at this age because you are still doing it and you don't look bad at all. However, Sting, there was a reason why WWE signed you, and then once you got hurt, they were like, nah. Because at some point, your age is going to come back. Now, the next time you want to jump off a Little Caesar pizza sign or a scoreboard or a bleacher or even the top of a scalpel. If you know what, Blood and Guts is going on while we're recording. You might just say, you know what, I want to be in Blood and Guts, and might just jump off the top of the stage. One of these times, you're not going to wake up the next day feeling like Sting. You're going to feel like Steve or whatever the hell your name is. And you ain't never going to put that face paint on again. Please, for everyone in the four corners of wrestling, stop doing that, please. Jim Cornette is going to kill them for this. And I kind of got mad at first, too, until Sting did, that super kick, no sell. Jim Cornette is going to kill them for that, boy. He going to kill them for that. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Mm-hmm. When he super kicked them and he went.
And he started beating up his chest and shit.
Listen, the man's 60-something years old. We all know wrestling is fake. Stop insulting us.
Yeah.
We get it. We understand he's Sting. However, I've seen smaller people kick the Sting face off.
And you saw that for like 10 minutes.
Lay on the ground for 50, 30 minutes. You mean the people that do that music says super kick party didn't kick that man head into the third row? Come on, bro.
With some thumbtacks on it.
Yeah, come on, man. I mean, it was a spot fest. A lot of spots. It wasn't really too many all Darby matches damn near spot fests unless he wrestled somebody that's a good wrestler like Kyle O'Reilly. But yeah, it was a spot fest for the most part. I mean, it was what it was. I'm sure these guys probably got more insight than I do because I didn't really. This was one of the matches that was like, all right, Hell in a Cell was better.
They had a contest. Who could jump off of something first? And Sting won. Jay Wells, speak on it.
No, they said who could jump off something higher. Because he just don't. Right. I don't care that he jumped. If you jumping off the top rope, that's one thing. This man be jumping off the. First of all, how did he know that damn little tunnel thing's so stable? Right. He did big. I thought he was going to fly down from the rafters. It's Sting. He's flying. And this man just was like, what the hell? As soon as I saw him up there, I know most people at home, the first thing they said when they saw Sting up there, they was like, Sting, get down, man. What the hell wrong?
That was my reaction, like.
My reaction was like, come on, not again, bro. Nah, come on. This shit is, come on, man. Right. See what happened to Matt Hardy?
That was my reaction after I seen him get up. I was like, how is this going to turn out? How is this going to turn out? And then I see how he landed. He kind of landed kind of awkward. He almost messed himself up with the landing.
Absolutely. Well, so people cannot think that I was making a joke of the Jeff Hardy situation. Sting is more so straight edge and all that stuff. So I wouldn't have to worry about that part. But the way he keeps jumping off shit, and as old as he is, it can become something because he's going to take a lot of pain pills. He's going to take a lot of pain medicine. A year from now, Sting, man, listen, Sting, I got to pass it to my guys. You know, I'm sorry. I don't want to take up all the time. But Sting, dog, we want to see you when you're 70 walking. You know what I'm saying? We want to see you get all the freaking accolades you should get. You're already in the WWE Hall of Fame. I believe that you're in the TNA Hall of Fame. I believe you are. You should be. But we want to see you walking, dog. We don't want to see, like, we understand you do it to entertain us, and we thank you for all your years of entertaining us. But at the end of the day, bro, I'm not one of those fans, and I'm pretty sure my guys ain't one of them fans that want to see you all the goddamn time so much that when you get 70-something, 80-something years old, you damn can't walk. You see what Vince looked like the other day on Raw when he tried to jump off the goddamn steps. That wasn't on purpose. He was about to fall.
You couldn't get in the ring.
No. When he got out the ring, I'm talking about when he got out the ring, he jumped off the steps.
Yeah, I know. But with getting in the ring, he couldn't get his leg over the rope. And getting out the ring, like getting out the ring was worse. But it started with him getting in the ring.
You can make an excuse for falling in the ring. Wrestlers do it all the time. Batista did it. Titus O'Neil fell. That's something different. Getting out the ring and the way Vince jumped and almost busted his ass with a damn little barricade. At that age,
I remember he got 2 surgically repaired quads now, so those just might be wearing thin. He might go and get a tune-up or something.
As much as I don't like Hulk Hogan, I hate hearing the stories about he had to get this surgery, another surgery. You know what I'm saying? Like,
take her too.
Ric Flair, don't do it, Rick. Please.
Oh, he's cutting himself, getting himself ready for his next match. Saying he gonna bleed in it. Yeah. Crazy.
It doesn't make any sense.
So, well, speak on it, Jay Will. Speak on this match, Jay Will.
Like Mike said, and I said earlier, speaking on the point I said earlier, where there's moments where I'm just like, people just need to go ahead and retire. Sting has done enough. Sting, you're 63 years old. diving off of the top, you didn't have to. It to me, like Mike said, the whole wrestling community would have loved a moment if you came down from the scaffolding like you used to do back in the day with WCW. We would have loved that moment, but it's just like, bro, you're putting yourself in some major harm's way. The match was cool. Was it one of the better matches? No, it not by a long shot. Honestly, it was one of those matches where you could have gone to the bathroom and you really wouldn't have missed much. It wasn't going to hurt you. You didn't. I mean, it is what it is. I didn't expect Sting to jump off. Fine, cool moment. We know the next morning, however, he's hurt. There's not. Diamond Dallas Page can't do enough yoga with somebody at 63 years old to help somebody deal with jumping off of there. At your age, my guy, come on now. This is one of those moments where we got to go back to now. One, you have to blame Sting. You're too old for that. You know better. Tony Khan, you're young and dumb, but why would you let this old man put himself in harm's way? Why would anybody? Speaking, we've mentioned Ric Flair. Ric Flair's fucking 72 years old. Why would anybody approve for him to go into another match? We don't need these old people getting hurt no more. We don't need to see that. Anyway, sorry. Just Young Bucks, I love them. They're entertaining. It's again hard to watch them and not enjoy the work that they do.
Yeah.
You don't like them?
I love them, but I love them as. Nah, I'm just.
You like them as Young Bucks versus the Bullet Club?
No, I just like I like their character more than I like watching their matches.
Okay, fair. That's fair.
The AEW matches that what I'm talking about. Before AEW, there was a total difference.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I don't watch their matches that much.
This match was okay. I could have skipped it. But I watched it in real. I watched it in real time. I couldn't skip it. It was. However, if I was to go back and rewatch this whole pay-per-view over again, I will 100% skip this match.
Yeah. When I saw the Bama try to pinch Sting's nipples, I was like, I think I was coming back from the bathroom and I saw that. I was like, okay, I'm going to get something to drink.
Let's rewind for a second. You came back from the bathroom. That means you were not entertained enough where you could hold your mind you, and I'm jumping the gun. Sorry, Jose, but the next match was the women's title match. And come on, bruh. You were bored enough to be able to be like, I can't watch this.
Both of the matches, you could have took a number 2.
Yes. through both of those matches, you could have had a rousing couple games on your phone and came back and you wouldn't have missed a thing.
Both of those matches, you wouldn't have been mad that it was still buffering or that the server got disconnected. Not one bit. Not one bit.
You can take over. I'm done talking about it.
Nah, you good. You said it all. I mean, there's not much more to say, really. And let's move on to the next match because we should run through that one really quick too.
Oh yeah. Oh, but before that match, we had a Thunderball by Jericho.
No, Fireball.
Fireball.
Oh, my bad, Fireball.
He's a damn wizard.
Who the fuck does he think he is, Kane?
No, he thinks he's a wizard.
He say, Pop. Didn't they call you Neville the Leprechaun over in at the other spot? All right, I'm gonna try something. After I make this video for John, I'm gonna try something right quick. I need you to show me something. And boom. Like multi-man say, the wizard. So yeah, then we had the Thunder Rosa Tony Storm match. And this match was for the AEW Women's Championship. Quabo. Speak on it, man. Hard-hitting match, yeah?
I feel like these two ladies, don't get me wrong, they put in good work, but it didn't give me a good story, if that makes sense. Like I didn't engage the way I wanted to. Don't get me wrong; these ladies went back and forth, and they were evenly matched throughout the whole match. And the way that they ended the match by showing each other, like, uh, what's the word? Good sportsmanship
Respect.
and respect at the end. I thought that was nice, but throughout the match itself, though, there wasn't really that much to gravitate to, which I thought was a shame because you got Rosa and Storm in this match, which, like, I guess pound for pound, they were a good match for each other. They were a good fit, and they technically wise and move wise, they were doing it. But it was just hard to stay captivated by them. The match was good though. Just it just didn't have that wow factor. It was missing that. But the way that they ended it, I thought that was very respectable. I thought I commended both of them for that because that was really nice. Like, it was dope. It was dope.
Okay. Jay Will, speak on it, man.
Like Marshall mentioned earlier with the last match, he took a bathroom break. This is when I took my bathroom break.
Took your number 2.
I know. So like it wasn't. Jose mentioned that it was some nice back and forth going through the match. I'll give it that. Was I 100% into the match? No, I wasn't. It felt like one of those moments where when you look at the grand scheme of things, you can see that it kind of seemed like we got to make this inclusive in some way. Mm-hmm. So we have to put a women's match here.
Preach.
We have to make it inclusive. Now, going back.
Well, don't do that because they try to
be honest with the fact that they haven't really been putting Thunder Rosa out there as the women's champion.
No.
Give her the shine like that. They put her on this card, kind of like, here, we got to put you on. We got no choice.
Okay, that is how it looks, and y'all are correct with that. However, they were trying to get Stardom Wrestling on the show. So it wasn't that they weren't trying to have women on the show. New Japan don't have a women's division. So they were trying to get Stardom, which is Kali Sane and that very, very popular Japanese women's thing on there. So they were trying to, I can't say that they weren't trying to get women on there, but it does, to y'all point, this match does come across like, hey, let's just throw the women on there. Just
it seemed like a we got time to fill moment. That's what it. To me, that's what it felt like.
This would have been a perfect spot for Jade.
Nah, it felt like what Jose, to me, it felt like what Jose said. Just throw the women somewhere.
That's why I say this could have been a perfect spot for Jade.
I get what you're saying, Jay Will. It does, but then you wasting Jade. Because that's what Jose's saying. It looks like they just literally just threw women on there. And again, like I said, that wasn't okay, so in fairness, y'all didn't know that. Most of us didn't know that, but they were trying to actively get women on the show. However, the way they booked this match, it felt like they were just saying, shit, damn, we forgot to put the women on there. Fuck it.
Right. They were like, oh, wait, who's the women's champion? Oh, she's got to face somebody.
Yeah. Or
who's the newest,
who's the women fighting on
the WWE woman that we bought or that we bought their contract? Oh, Storm? Oh, yeah. Put her on there.
And that's why I didn't like the match. Because it's another one. You just did another WWE, another one that you made a big deal about. And people saying she's in a better position now. She's losing to Thunder Rosa. No one gives a damn about Thunder Rosa's championship reign. She left WWE losing to Charlotte. And probably getting a bigger check. So again, I can't judge nobody when you use the mental health reasoning as your reasoning for not wanting to be certain places or not being, doing that, just in life in general. I'm not one of the people that's going to judge you. However, it does seem kind of weird that a lot of these people say that and they say their peace of mind, and then they go to AEW and then they be in a worse position than they were in WWE. So, I mean, well, you can't really say worse position because they only wrestle once or twice a week. Compared to WWE, they wrestling 3 to 4 or 4, maybe 5 times a week. So who knows? I don't know.
To get to my point, I mean, I could have done without the match, but it was cool for the few moments that I saw. It wasn't. Again, another match I would skip if I had to rewatch this over again.
Okay. All right. So moving on, everybody spoke on this match, yeah? Quabo, multi-man, talk to you.
Well, you never came to me, but yeah.
Yeah. All right, so next,
Damn, you just gonna do that? Come on now, Marshall.
What? I didn't hear what he said, so.
Wow.
You never came to me.
You did
Oh,
not.
that's my bad. Go ahead, then.
Yeah.
No. I was just going to add on to what they were saying, but I honestly didn't think the match was that bad. But I just think the way that it was presented was bad. So I agree with them on that. I don't think that putting it in the middle of the damn card, 1, giving them kind of the least amount of time, 2, not really building it up, 3, not really telling the story, 4. The women in the match did the best they could with what they was given. So we should give them kudos for that. But yeah, they was put in a horrible position. Maybe by purposely, maybe not. Maybe it was by accident. Who knows? But I just didn't like the spot that it was given. And I think for everybody, the Thunder Rosa defenders and the Thunder Rosa fans, like they're really dropping the ball on this. Or maybe she might not be as over as everyone thought. Who knows? But again, Jade could have been used in this spot. I just think that it would have been a wasted spot for Jade.
I was just thinking about getting, some representation on the pay-per-view, so that's why I said that.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, like, I don't want forced representation.
Right.
I don't want black people on the card just to be on the card. Like, my whole point wasn't, when I said that, wasn't that just black people weren't on the card. My thing was there were black people that could have been on the card. Jade could have been on the card.
Right. But if they were storyline soon enough, for it to make sense to be on the card.
Well, they've had a storyline enough. They could have put her on the card.
They could have put
That's true.
So they could have put her on the card.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, at one point, since they couldn't get, okay, again, y'all ignoring the fact that they tried to get other girls. They didn't want to make it an AEW girls versus AEW girls match. If you're going to put on a pay-per-view, you can say you want Jade on there all you want because she's black, because you like her, whatever. The world champion is Thunder Rosa. She should be on the pay-per-view. That's like saying
CBS champion. Got what you're saying.
Yeah, like it's like the WWE. If WWE was going against New Japan, and the only match they gave New Japan was the Intercontinental Belt, that's kind of not, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but for all of that though, if they were gonna put her up against somebody, putting her against the newest WWE hire is or somewhat newest hire, like the newest flavor of the month, like it still don't look right. Like it would have been better if they did a callback with her against Britt. That would have been a better match to me than to have her against Tony. Not saying that they didn't put on a great match, but that would have sold more and that would have like captured more attention just because of all the hype that they had from that first match.
But I don't think depending on how long you've known that you couldn't get stardom, I'm not doing that if I can't put the proper story. Like, I'm not just having a Britt Baker versus Thunder Rosa match with no build-up. That's too big of a match to have. That's what Stone Cold took his ball and went home for with Brock Lesnar. You get what I'm saying? So Jade could have been on the pay-per-view, yes, if they planned it better. Because you could take that damn Young Bucks match off.
Oh, they could have put Athena on.
Huh?
They could have put Athena on.
They could have.
She put it fairly new too.
Right. But I just think that I don't think he had a backup plan for not working out with Stardom. I think that he thinks that he can get everything to work. So he didn't even really have a backup plan for it. And then probably when it was too late, he was like, you know what? Tony Storm's hot. Thunder Rosa's the champion. Let's put them together, And that's why I said everyone else did not do them justice. They did their part in the ring. It's just that we weren't into it because, one, they didn't build it. It was like, and two, let's be honest, man, nobody really into Thunder Rosa's reign, man. They haven't presented her like a champion.
It's sad but true. And then on top of that, it's like both of them are faces
And they could have put Nyla Rose in the match and had her lose.
Could have.
That would have been.
Yeah.
That would have been
more entertaining. I gotta admit, yeah.
But still, it would have ended the same because they didn't build it up.
Right.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, yeah.
Mm. All right. My apologies, Multi Man. Thank you for your thoughts, bro.
Nah, you good.
All right. So next, good old JR came out. He had to see his boy Orange Cassidy get beat up by Will Ospreay. What do you think about this, fella? What do you think about this? Quabo. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. Look like Will got days for a hot second at the end of that match, man. Yeah. Like Orange was like, yo, wake the fuck up. You had to wake him up and finish the match, man. What
I mean, I think the fact that Cassidy was injured and still fought in this match with Ospreay and still made it entertaining, that made me connect with this match. Ospreay did a really decent job. I think this was his debut match, something like that. Debut pay-per-view match.
For AEW, he's the IWGP US Heavyweight Champion.
Right. Well, look, they did a pretty good job in this match. They did a lot more than what I expected in the match, and they kept things flying. Like these two, I didn't expect them to be like evenly matched or even semi-evenly matched because I'm not a big freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy fan. But the match was decent. It wasn't horrible. It was actually slightly entertaining. Like Cassidy did a good job in this match. So did Ospreay. Like they really kept it going. That stunner, I wasn't a fan of it. It is what it is. I'd rather let these two talk about it. But the hidden blade was nice though. It was at least the attempt to it was nice.
All right, Multi Man, you gotta get something on your chest, man. Speak on it, bro.
I was gonna get a whole episode with agreeing with Quavo and being happy with his performance today. And he just showed everyone he don't know who the hell Will Ospreay is. Will Ospreay at some point was considered the best wrestler in the world until he got hurt. Will Ospreay should not have been in the ring with Orange Cassidy at all. This was another one of the matches where the same thing like we just talked about with the last match. They can lie to me and tell me all they want. This was the plan the whole time. Tony Khan, you are a liar. And I know you a liar. Because you are lying. Because if you did, this is probably why New Japan won't ever do no work with you again. Will Ospreay is a beast in the ring. He is one of the best wrestlers again in the world. He was the IG. He unified the IWGP Championship when it was called the heavyweight belt and then the world whatever or the intercontinental belt. He is the one that unified it. That black ugly belt that they carry now, that belt's ugly, but that Divas belt, it looked like the Divas belt.
Like a Divas belt, the wings on it.
Yeah, that belt, that's the belt. That was his belt. He created that. That was
he won that back, 2 weeks ago, right?
No, he lost.
He did?
Yeah, Jay White is the champion.
Oh, shit.
You didn't watch the pay-per-view, bro?
I'm talking about the joint when he won the belt, the promo. I'm thinking the promo that you sent when he cut that promo, he had just won.
That's Jay White.
Oh, that was Jay White. Now, yeah. Got the names mixed up. My apologies.
You got the people mixed up.
Huh?
You got the people mixed up.
Yeah.
What the hell? What just happened? I can't even get on Quavo no more because you just messed up everything. You don't even know who the people are. You just see two white people. You think they all look the same.
Long hair.
Will Ospreay doesn't have long hair. Lord have mercy.
Oh, man.
You didn't watch the pay-per-view.
Huh?
You didn't watch the pay-per-view.
Oh, no, I did.
You did?
Yeah, I was chatting with y'all while we was watching it.
Yeah, then why you just say Will Ospreay got long
I just said I got the names mixed up. That was like my first time actually
watching.
watching.
I just said, see, you have to listen. To be able to answer the question, you have to listen. Why did you just say that Will Ospreay has long hair?
Because he do, huh?
No.
Well, I guess I'm saying, hey, my pod.
Listen, people.
They all look alike.
Drugs the bad, okay? Drugs the bad.
I was going to get on Quavo because Quavo didn't know about Will Ospreay, but I can't obviously get on him because the damn host of the show don't even know about Will Ospreay. I can't expect Quavo to know about Will Ospreay.
Yeah, you can.
No, I can't. Will Ospreay is.
You done called me old a million times. Quavo's a youngin'. He should know this stuff.
Again, he like trash wrestling.
He's a youngin'.
Like one of his favorite professions is like suicide or something or homicide. Whatever his dude's name was in TNA. He can't. I give Quavo a pass that he doesn't know who Will Ospreay is.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but Will Ospreay is amazing. Like he's an amazing wrestler. Not that great on the promo. He's decent on the promo. But yeah, I don't ever want to see the best in the world or champions wrestling Orange Cassidy. Like you can give me. To be honest with you, I thought if Kenny wasn't hurt, it would have been Kenny. That's who I think it would have been win against Will Ospreay if Kenny wasn't hurt. Because everybody else we've already seen Kenny against, like Okada, Tanahashi, we've already seen all that. So they pretty much gave us a lot of matches that people wanted to see that we haven't seen before. So like I don't think that Adam Cole ever fought Okada. Well, has he? I don't think he has. Because Adam Cole was ROH. He wasn't New Japan, but he used to go over. New Japan and ROH used to have the same kind of connection AEW has, but they used to work with each other a lot more than AEW. Well, we don't know yet what they're going to do with AEW, but yeah, man, I'm rapping. Will Ospreay is dope. I just don't want to see Orange Cassidy in those spots no more, man. I thought Danhausen was going to be the guy to come in and replace him as the comedy act. Obviously, we're going to have multi-comedy acts on the show now. You've seen one Orange Cassidy match. You've seen them all. You know, his pockets, his hands in his pockets all the damn time. You know, like,
that's his thing.
Like, yeah, like wrestling is getting past the point where they use logic. If a dude puts his hands in his damn pockets, I'm punching him in his mouth.
What? Clothesline from hell coming up.
Why are you trying to kick him? Like he punch him in his mouth. He can't put. Why are you going to block his mouth? He got his hand in his pocket.
He got his hand in his pocket. Look, grab him, powerbomb, boom, hands in his pocket.
No. Punch him in his mouth. He can block a powerbomb. You can block a powerbomb. You can hook your arms under him. You can do all types of stuff. If I got my hands in my pockets, how can I block a punch?
Yeah,
you can't block it. You can move it, but you can't block it.
Your reaction time, no one's reaction time is fast enough to remove your hands from your pockets when a punch is coming at you and then still block a punch.
No, punch that man in his face. Kick him in his face.
Powerbomb him.
Then powerbomb.
I just want to see him get sort of powerbomb with his hands in his pockets because he deserved that shit, man. Like
you can't because you can hook
his matches like that.
You can still hook and reverse the powerbomb, even with your hands in your pockets. Once you get up in the air, you can hook your arms, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can take your arm when you're going up in the air. You can take your hands out your pocket. You can do any type of thing. If you punch somebody in the face when they got their hands in their pockets, there ain't nothing they can do.
I'm gonna give him a Batista bomb on that. Follow him all the way down.
You wouldn't be a good wrestler. You would lose all your matches.
No, I wouldn't.
Because you messed up. That would be your gimmick. You'd be happy. You know who you'd be? Bum-ass Corbin.
Fuck you. Whatever. That's a damn fucked up thing to say.
Cause that's how your logic sounds. I'll powerbomb him. Yeah,
you just said you said punch him. So if you punch him, you knock him out, you pick him up, powerbomb him, finish.
No, pin him, knock him out. He don't do nothing else. He got his hands in his pocket. How you gonna get his shoulder off the mat? Knock him out in the face. Pin him.
Hey, I'm one of those wrestlers. I want to punish my.
You see what I mean? You one of them ones that just go too far. You go too far, And
I might be a face on the show, but I'm gonna be a heel in the ring. The ref gonna be like 1, 2. I'm gonna pull his head up, and yeah, I'm gonna do your combo again. I'm gonna punch him in the face, and another power.
Quabo, you see how he thinks? He'll get small packaged all the time. He'll be on main event. He'll be on main event in no time. Mark will be called to the main roster and be on main event.
I gotta punish people first.
No,
I gotta do my
no, main event is
what you don't understand is every
main
big
event
man
is
that
too
comes.
good for him. He would be on Sunday Night Heat.
We're not
Sunday Night Heat.
Oh, damn. He said you
Damn.
Yeah.
okay. Velocity. So you're talking about?
He is?
Huh?
You don't know what velocity is?
Hey, that's why he on it. Oh, this is the place to be. All right, I'm moving on. Oh, man. Everybody speak on the match. We having too much.
No, Jay Will didn't.
Jay Will, speak on to Jay Will. We're having too much fun over here today, baby.
That's gonna be our new segment. Who did he miss?
Right.
Who did he miss?
Can't say nobody's name. Your wrestling logic is flawless.
Nah, man.
All flawed. You missed it.
I just explained it to you, man. I just explained it to you. That's why y'all I already done said y'all my managers.
You know what? You Ahmed Johnson. That's who you is.
I'm not no Ahmed. You know what? Listen, Bastion Booger. That's the last crack that you gonna give to me.
Oh, man.
I'm trying to be nice to you. This dude that called every wrestler out there.
Hey, Quavo, me punish everybody.
Never gonna get his
Oh, my
great
God.
Leave me alone and have my fun. Go ahead, Jay.
If you didn't have us, you'd be fighting for the 24/7 title in no time.
Oh, my God. Okay.
If you out there running around the ring with me.
I wouldn't be there.
Yeah, you would. You'd be mad. You'd be mad like Jeff was. Like, I don't want to be out here doing this shit, but damn it, I'm gonna do it.
I'd have been gone to AEW. You'd still be there right now. I'd have been left. As soon as Vince would have said, hey, yeah, you're going to go chase around R-Truth, I'd have been like, no, I'm not. I'm gone. That's how I look like.
Oh, man.
We pay you $1.5 million. Yeah, I still got my integrity. I'm going to get out of here. Tony Khan give me a meal. And state tax down in Jacksonville.
I'm about to go flip that mill. I'll be all right.
Then again, WWE's in Orlando, so I can't really say nothing. But still, I get that back. Messing with Tony.
Oh, too funny. Go ahead, Jay Will. Go ahead.
Guys spoke on some very good points with this match. To be honest with you, I enjoyed aspects of this match. It wasn't something that I wouldn't skip it if I had to rewatch it over again. I wouldn't personally skip this one over again. It had good moments. I'm still bothered by the ending, which nobody has seemed to touch on, where we had like one of the New Japan guys come out at the end and they were just like, they wanted to shake somebody. They wanted to shake OC's hand, and it was just like literally they went to promote another match coming up, and they're like, "Oh wait, we got to go back to the ring for a moment," and then like nothing happened. Like that was one of those moments where I was speaking to a guy online, and I'm like, "This was just an awkward moment. Like this is weird. Like it was just a really awkward moment," and I'm just like,
Are you talking about when Shibata came out or when?
Don't even get me lying to remember the name. That is a whole different situation for me to remember. And I was just like, okay, let's just move on, guys, because they again mid promotion for the next match and went back to the ring and nothing happened. And then it was like, okay, you know what? This is awkward. All right, guys, good job. Let's get through this. Okay. Like I said, I didn't hate the match. I didn't love it. It was kind of in the middle. I enjoyed it before. I enjoyed it before the Boys with Attitude match. I enjoyed it that much more.
Okay. All right. Cool deal. So next, we had a video package. Our man, Ryan Danielson, of course, he was injured, so he could not perform, but said he was going to have somebody in his place and guaranteed this guy was going to come through and step up. And it was no other than our guy, the Swiss Superman, formerly known as Cesaro, now going by Claudio. Coming on out there, going up against Zack Sabre Jr. Singles match. What do we think about this, fellas? Quabo, what you think about seeing old Cesaro come on out there? Swiss Superman, now known as Claudio.
What was his other nickname? The something cyborg?
The Swiss Cyborg?
Yes.
Swiss everything. Yeah.
I just want to hear you take a shot at his last name, bro. Just for me, Marshall. One time. Take a shot.
Let me hear you try it.
That sounds like cannoli.
Hey, that look like casting a cannoli.
Something like that, bro. Anyways, I thought for the hype of it, it was properly hyped. He came out. The fans were loving the fact that he came out. Him doing everything in the match and still giving him the uppercuts were nice, dude. They were looking good. But then also him kind of breaking the forbidden door, and doing the spins he does. What the hell is that called?
The Swiss swing.
The big swing.
Yeah.
Big swing.
Him doing that a bunch of times was pretty interesting, and then doing it after the match too, I thought was awesome. Like it's a good way to debut him in this pay-per-view and get the crowd hyped about Claudio being here. You know what I mean? I think they did it good. I liked it. And Danielson giving him that like stamp of approval or seal of approval, like, hey, look, I'm not gonna be him, but guess what? Bow, you're getting the Swiss Cyborg. Y'all gonna be in good hands. And we were in good hands. We enjoyed it. It was a good match. I liked it. It was a good way. They did it right.
Okay. Jay Will, speak on
it. Pretty good match. I mean, I enjoy Claudio Cesaro back then when he was with the WWE. I enjoyed this match. I think that we had a proper rollout for him. It wasn't overly hyped. It was just enough. And it was to me, the match, it was good for people who genuinely like him. He did callbacks to things that he did and mannerisms that he did while he was with the WWE. And it was a pretty solid match. Not a skippable match for me. I will watch it again. I am just concerned of where they're going to go with him. Unfortunate things going on with how they're utilizing former WWE talent, but let's hope that he is going to be in a good place in the future with them.
Okay. All right. Multi-man, speak on it. Hey, I thought it was going to be a squash match at first when he came out with that super uppercut and was about to put him in that. I was like, well, he about to get him up out of here quick, ain't it?
That's what I was about to say too, as well. This is one of those. This is the third match in a row where it just seemed like because of the injuries, this is the reason why this match happened. I hate to be the bad guy on this one. I didn't really like it. I think Zack Sabre Jr. is better. Again, unless a lot of people don't know about him, you don't watch New Japan, I understand. I think he's a lot better than what he showed because he is one of the best in the world as well. But I also don't think that he was playing. It was, of course, it wasn't supposed to be him. So, and another thing for you guys have been saying call back to WWE. All this stuff he was doing before he was in WWE. So you just made a lot of wrestling fans upset because you guys didn't know that. Because one, he was Claudio before he was Cesaro. So yeah, guys, tighten up. But anyway, yeah, I mean, it was good to see him. But I'm with Jay Will. Like, all right, what now? What are you gonna do with him now? You got him in a group with all the ex-WWE people except Yuta. You know, he's in the Blackpool Combat Club now. So, you know, maybe they look after him. Who knows? I mean, I don't know. Maybe they have some internal fighting, him and Moxley somehow. But Moxley is only going to hold the belt till Punk get back. So, you know, or we don't know what's going on.
Foretelling the pay-per-view, but yeah.
You said what?
Let's say you're foretelling the pay-per-view.
I mean, everybody. I mean, we. Okay, true. My bad. Sorry. Yeah. You know, he's in the same group as the other guys that just happen to be from WWE. So hopefully, you know, he gets over and he. I tell you what, this wasn't no Cody surprise.
No.
It was not. It was a pleasant surprise because everyone that's watched wrestling in the last 10 years have known, man, this guy has something. What he has, we don't fully know. He, you know, we've heard people say that he could be the heavyweight champion. He could have been WWE champion, which I've never debated with nobody because it's possible. Man speaks, I think, like 6 different languages. He always dressed well. He's always been pretty solid in the ring. So I don't think this was a bad match between the two. I just think it was one of those matches that was probably put together again last minute. Because this definitely wasn't the plan. We know Bryan Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. was supposed to be the plan. That's what I mean about Orange Cassidy. To me, Will Ospreay and Cesaro or Claudio would have been a better match to me than Orange Cassidy versus, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I hate to go back to that Orange Cassidy thing, but I just don't feel like you should put him in there with serious people. Not people that you should consider the best in the world, at least. You know, you can put him in there with an Eddie Kingston. You can put him in there with even a Miro, just to get him crushed. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not putting him in there. But anyway, that's here nor there. This match was pretty good. It was decent. Again, I don't think Zack Sabre got to get off his shit though. I think that he could have shown that he's a lot better than what he is. Yeah. So.
Okay. We want to change that name of theirs too. What they call it? The Blackpool Combat Club.
Yeah, why you gotta change the name?
We'll call it ex-WWE Superstars.
You can call the whole damn company.
Right. Oh, they're led by Steven Regal. Like, goodness gracious. All right, y'all. So next, we had the fatal 4-way match for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship, in which we had the champ, Jay White, versus Adam Page, versus Adam Cole, both Adams, versus Okada. Hollywood, multi-man. This your guy here, Okada. Let's start with you, man. What you think about this match here, bro?
So there's a theme with me in this pay-per-view. I pretty much liked it. But the New Japan people weren't able to get off and show to your American fan base how good they really are. To me, even if Jay would, the finish was horrible to me of this match. The finish was horrible to me in this match. And I think somebody got hurt or something.
Did Cole get hurt in this jump?
I believe he did get hurt, but I believe somebody else probably got hurt too. And they just was like, get to the finish.
Yeah, because you could even see the way that Adam Cole interacted with not Adam Cole, was it? Page. No, Jay White. Jay White with the referee afterwards. You could see how he was reacting with him.
Yeah.
Like you caught something fucked up. Like they messed up early or they finished it too early. Like something.
Yeah, something was off about the finishing. I guess if you're going to pin somebody in this match, the only one that hasn't never been a heavyweight champion is Cole. So logically, that would make sense. And
he was injured at some point in the match, so he was the weak.
He was injured before the match. That's why he hadn't been wrestling up until that point.
True.
Yeah, he was injured before the match. That's why he only came out talking for the last couple of weeks. It wasn't bad, but it was just like, man, when you throw these 4 names in the ring, you wouldn't expect this match to me. Somebody come back and tell me the match was like, you be like, wait, what? Huh? But then again, you got to remember the company they're in. Mm-hmm. They're in Spot Festmania. So none of it is really going to make that.
Spot Festmania.
No, Vania, like Pennsylvania.
Like Pennsylvania, yeah. Spot Festmania, Florida.
Yeah. Illinois. It was
Illinois, my bad.
Yeah, Illinois.
Yeah.
Headquarters in Florida.
Yeah, I mean, it somebody got to tell these guys to slow down and tell stories. Tell why it couldn't have been Adam Cole to win. Tell why Hangman could have won, but he just ain't there yet. Tell why Jay White is the champion. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have told these stories in the match. And again, for those that this is the first time that's watched Okada and you've heard Okada, let me let you know, we apologize to you as the Okada fan base. This was not the best version of him.
This was not the Rainmaker.
Yeah, even though they try to tell us it was him. No, this was not him. This was not him. This was somebody, the way this, but put it this way, he just did it because they probably was like, look, man, here's $3 million. Thank you, Rainmaker. We need your name for the pay-per-view. You know
Don't save our company.
I guarantee you he told them, I ain't taking the pin. I guarantee you he told, even though he took the pin to Jay Will to lose the belt, he was like, hey, no. These my American people. No.
He called him Jay Will.
I mean, Jay Will, my bad. Yeah, I mean, it didn't do Jay White any justice. The finish didn't do Jay White any justice. The match itself didn't do Okada justice.
You can tell at the end too. You can just tell at the end the way.
Yeah, he just went in the back. He left.
Yeah, it was pure disappointment on like everyone in the ring, like with everything that had gone on, injury, like 1 or 2 injuries, and then the way the ending happened, like nobody was really happy with how it ended, except one person who hugged him, like the most awkward. You know what? Go ahead.
Because this, to anybody that knows, okay, so even if you know the bare minimum about New Japan, you've heard of Okada's name before, period. If you watch wrestling in the last 2 years, 5 years, you've heard of Okada before. If you watch TNA at some point, you've seen Okada before. If you know anything about New Japan, you knew about the Bullet Club and you knew about Okada. Or you heard about the classic matches, 5-star matches between him and Kenny Omega. So you know something about Okada. I think for everybody, the reason why they was disappointed, because this was supposed to be the Shawn Michaels match. This was the show-stealing match. This match was supposed to be bigger than the next match. By far. But, of course, you know. And also, again, injuries. I don't think this is the match they put together if, you know what I'm saying, if they, like, how can I put this? Punk, Bryan Danielson, who else is hurt over there? Because there's a bunch of people hurt in wrestling right now.
Oh, yeah.
There's a bunch of people hurt. Let me just say that. I don't think New Japan puts the belt back on Jay White if the match that Okada was really supposed to have, it probably would have been one-on-one. It probably would have been Hangman for real if Punk didn't get hurt. Or maybe Moxley. You know, who knows? But I don't think this was the match that they planned the whole time. It just looked like they didn't even talk about what they was going to go out there and do. They just did it. It was like calling in the ring. And you got 4 guys that one is a super veteran, which is Okada. Jay White, like he always talks about, he's like, dude, I'm 24. He's still young, but he's had some success, but he's still young. Adam Hangman Page just coming off of one of the worst. Him and Thunder Rosa, they've treated like bad. with their title runs, and then Adam Cole, who everyone that said Booker T was wrong for saying that man need to work out and gain some weight, all of y'all should be saying, I apologize, Booker T. Ever since he's come over to AEW, his stock has gone down. The boy been hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Weight.
Huh?
He's lost weight. Looks like he got smaller since he's been in AEW.
He lost muscle. He lost definition. He lost definition.
They ain't got to work out at AEW. AEW is like the Air Force. You know what I'm saying? PT is optional. Where Marines and Army, you got to work out in order to make it in WWE.
Well, not even just that. I think I said this before. I don't know if it was here or if I said it in the group chat, but when you're in WWE and especially NXT, your job is the performance center. There is no like that for anywhere else. They got the New Japan Dojo and all that type of stuff, but in NXT, your job literally, you go to work at the performance center every single day, especially when he was there. So, you know, he was around that all the time. Mm-hmm. Now he all cuddled up with Britt, you know what I'm saying, on the road and shit like that. Like, I don't want to get up. Him and
Sammy and Tay, all double dating and stuff.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to get up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get up this morning. You know what I'm saying? We had a long night, you know. So yeah, but next.
True, this is true. Quabo, speak on it.
On the match itself.
Yeah.
I mean, the ending was weird. The crowd was loving Okada being there. They were loving the heck out of him being there. I mean, I think the moment you heard the coins, whew, it was just hype. It was hype as heck, man. It was on. I think it's not what I expected from the names that they had on this match. But it kind of makes sense why they would do that, because Jay White isn't letting go of that belt anytime soon.
I don't know.
He ain't letting go of that belt anytime soon. And I think that's another thing. Like, you could just see the disappointment in Okada's face at the end of the match. I think he was just like, you know what? I got my paycheck. Let me get the hell out of here. And something went wrong. You can tell by the way that Jay talked to the ref after the match. Like, just as soon as the pin was done, you could just see the reaction from everybody in that scenario. So it was just
right before the pin. You can see it. You can see it right before the pin too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true too.
Everything was off about the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just something suspicious. And then, you know, the Young Bucks coming to check on Adam Cole afterwards, or Undisputed Elite, whatever. On Kyle O'Reilly, slamming past him. Like, I mean, it just shows the collusion. Something, bro. Something's up. Either way, though, I personally don't like how the booking was done for this match too, because of what's gonna come next. I feel like just for how it would have correlated with the previous match, that leading into the next match would have been better, and then ending the pay-per-view with this match, even ending it with the controversy that it did, would have still left it in a good, like, I guess, a good swing or a good look for the pay-per-view. Like, controversy always works in wrestling. It makes that creation, like, for cash moments. And this is one of those things where it's just like, why would you put this right before another match and lose the like the wow factor of it?
Because my belt is going to be on TV next week and theirs is not.
Yeah, I guess.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
you're right.
I guess. Yeah.
You're right. But why would I put my belt before? You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't I headline my belt?
It's an interim belt. I mean, it's an interim belt win. I mean, but I get it. I get
I'm with you. I get what you're saying. I
get what you're saying, but still, just like I don't know. I personally didn't like it, but you know, the match still was spot on. It was a good match all the way through, all the way up until the end. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Who else? Jay Will. Send us home.
I don't know if there's anything else that needs to be said. Mike brings up very valid points where this is not what they intended it to be from the beginning to the end. With who was in the match, how the match went down, the ending of the match. And it was amazing moments where the crowd was just 100% behind Okada, the match. Like, it was just moments where people were standing for him, and it was just like so many missed opportunities with this match. I am sad to know that somebody got injured in this match, because the match could have ended in such a more spectacular fashion. You know, it left so many things that we could have had. But I mean, you can't help the injuries. You know, well, you can help the injuries. I'm not sure if in that moment you could have helped the injury, but I mean, at the end of the day, the match was okay, but just missed. It was a miss overall in the end.
It was long too.
Yeah.
Like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was a long match. So it begins to make you wonder, did it run this long because of injuries? Or was just planned to be this long?
It was planned to be this long. It's just the injury messed up the end.
Yeah.
I think that the injury messed up the end. One thing that I think that one person, and technically, Jay, well, I didn't say this wasn't supposed, I don't know for sure if this wasn't supposed to be the match. It didn't present itself to be the match, though. That's what I was saying. It didn't look like it. Originally, what I read was it was supposed to be Okada and Hangman, but then the injuries made New Japan change their whole plans. Because Okada was the champion up until 2 weeks ago. Well, 2 weeks before this pay-per-view, Okada was the champion. Jay White took the belt from Okada again. And yeah, so I don't know. But one name that was not on this pay-per-view that probably could have helped this match out and could have made it a 5-way. And we don't know if this is a work or not. MJF.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't know if they're keeping him out for work or is there, I mean, we already knew they was beefing, but are they still beefing to the point where stay your ass at home? Or is it work where they just keeping them off TV so we could anticipate them and they can blow it up? But either way, this was a match that was tailor-made for him. There wasn't really a true heel in this match. Adam Cole, you supposed to hate him, but everyone sings his damn song when he comes out. So he ain't that much of a heel. MJF would have came out, people would have been booing. This would have been a great moment, but you know, it is what it is. But I get what you're saying, Quavo, though. Like, technically, the names of this match should have made this match the main event, but I just don't see any promoter putting the people belt over their belt. I just don't see it. Now, if it was in Japan, then that's something totally different, which they're talking about doing one in Japan. So, yeah.
Cool deal. All right, and on to the main event.
Why do we have to talk about this?
Hey, look, because you know why? Because the last time we did a pay-per-view, we only talked about the main event and not about any other matches. So it makes sense we would finally go in order and finally make it.
Hold on, you talking about Hell in a Cell?
Yeah, you started with the.
Okay. And first of all, Quavo, fuck you. You love that episode. You love talking about that match, and we talked about the whole pay-per-view when everybody said they didn't want to talk about it.
Why are you so defensive? He's right. When he's saying
it was a great show.
That's not what he said. What he said is you started the review last time with the main event. That is true. He didn't. That's all he said.
We're here.
And then we kind of discounted the whole pay-per-view. We were like, all right, pay-per-view's done. Any other matches? Guys,
right. That's what you did do that.
Listen, the beginning of this episode the beginning of last episode, the beginning of the episode before that. Hold on. You asked me a question. Hold on. Quavo said, soul man. Are we back? Like, shut the hell up, man.
I mean, what does that have to do with you starting like that? Had nothing.
You always think with me. Quavo's only job is to sit back on his red and blue couch and talk about the matches. Watch a match. Me, I gotta learn these hard ass names. I gotta go to fucking pronunciation class. You won't go with me because you're fucking Vince T. You can fuck everybody's name up if you want. It doesn't fucking matter. Like the shit. All right,
I mean, still, the man wasn't wrong though. Like, why you gotta attack him?
You don't even want to talk about this match. Can I get it?
I don't.
That's why you calling.
I don't want to talk about Stone Cold John Moxley ever. He's getting Stone Cold Bam Moxley.
All right, so Vince gonna yield all his time to Jay, Will, and Quavo.
Hold on. Stone Cold Cactus Moxley.
You forgot one.
Huh?
Cobra Rattlesnake Moxley. Something like that. I don't know.
Tomato, boo.
See, I'm trying to defend you and you just come back and do shit like that. Please pass the mic.
Moxley 316? No.
That's good. That's cool.
Better.
That Moxley 316 is cool, but I was adding in all the names and all the people that be bleeding together.
Right.
Yeah, I was going to add Rhodes to the end.
Oh, that would have been good. Yeah.
Cody Rhodes.
I don't think I've seen Moxley he didn't bleed in like since 1997. Ever since he turned to Moxley, he just bleed. Dean Ambrose ain't even bleed this much.
Bro, that was a lot.
He was a lunatic on the fringe.
Do it again. Again.
On the fringe. I guess it's already started. I'll go first, man. I mean, again, another one of the matches where the New Japan dude don't get the justice, man. If you watch this match, you would be like, all right, why the hell was he fighting this dude and why were y'all making it a big deal? What they didn't tell you is dude old. That's what they didn't tell you. See,
why does he fight all these old Asian dudes, man? Like the last couple of dudes that he fought been like 60 or 70, dog.
Because it was supposed to be Punk, remember?
Well, true.
The match was supposed to be Punk. Remember when Punk won, the dude came out and it was supposed to be Punk. This match would have been
supposed to be fighting.
Again, this match would have been better if it was Punk.
Yeah. Punk
wouldn't have been in there bleeding like that. Like, I don't want to see this man bleed all the damn time, bro. Let's have a match. Pin somebody regular. You know what I'm saying? You won clean, but you didn't win clean because your face is all. Stop. Renee, please get your husband. Please, damn. Didn't he just get out of rehab? And I'm not even trying to make a joke. Like, I don't make jokes about people in rehab. That's not funny. But damn, didn't he get out of rehab? I'm sure his drinking problem had something to do with the punishment he takes in wrestling. God damn it, take a break. Relax. Just have a regular. You know what, John Moxley? Let me make a challenge to you. You know, back in the day when all the wrestlers used to do like this, and the other one used to get their hand and used to do that move? Do that one match. Do the test or
the test of strength.
Yeah, the test of strength. Yep.
John Moxley ain't never do one of that. A referee ain't never do this to John Moxley.
You gotta shake the arm. You gotta shake the arm one time.
He never done that. I've never seen him do that. He never do that. He always here. The referee, he be the only wrestler with a ref be like this. Blood all over his face.
Like he's standing up.
I don't even remember how he got started bleeding.
Oh man. Mm-hmm.
Because the other dude is not that type of wrestler. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it didn't need this was supposed to showcase the best in AEW and the best in New Japan. Or one of the best in New Japan and one of the best in AEW. And yeah, I mean, again, this is one of the matches that make Hell in a Cell better. This ain't nowhere near Cody and Seth.
Oh no.
But
and the ending was sloppy too.
Huh?
The ending of this was sloppy.
To be fair, this is the younger version of that. Even though they probably may be the same age group, this is the younger version of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I yield my time to Quabo or Jay Will because this, I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't horrible. Like, the way I'm talking about it, it sounds like it was horrible. It wasn't horrible. It just didn't make sense.
No.
It's another one of them drinks that seemed like they just put this one together just because. And it was like, all right, well, Punk went down. They had enough time to, you know what I'm saying, book this match because Punk went down pretty early in the process of Forbidden Door. But it's like they said, you know what? We're going to put Tanahashi against Moxley. And it never talked about it again to the day of.
It just stayed on the board. No notes or nothing, just two names up there. Then they walked past, was like, oh shit, they got a program tonight.
No one, to Jay Will's point earlier, nobody in the arena thought Moxley was losing.
Right. Yeah, once you hear that wild thing, it's like, okay.
Not even just that. Once Jay White wins, you know that AEW not letting that belt go to New Japan.
Right.
See, that's the thing about Tony Khan. He's selfish. New Japan let an AEW and the ROH team win their belts.
Right.
No one from AEW lost anything. The TNT belt wasn't on the line. Scorpio Sky is hurt. However, conveniently, anytime somebody else gets hurt, even if it's COVID, there's an interim champion. No interim champion for this one. Why? Because we don't want to lose our belts. The TBS champion, the women's weren't on there. The AEW tag team champions, they on the card, but they ain't defend them. So, Tony, they selfish, bro. That's what, I mark my word. They're going to do another one in Japan. They probably might do one this year in Japan. And they might do another one, a third one. By the third one, New Japan will be like, all right, bro, what the fuck did we get out of this? I knew he wasn't going to lose. I knew soon as they announced Moxley, I was like, I ain't no way in hell they about to let Moxley lose to a Japanese dude and take their belt. Hell no.
Right. That ain't happening.
Even if it is just interim.
If anything, though, if you did, again, it's a long-term thing if you really think about it. If you did have Mox lose, right? You could have set up, to Mike's point, you could have set up for a second and third thing where one was in Japan and then the third somewhere else, where you have, your interim belt taken off. Because again, it's the interim. The interim belt, the name interim in there is it's temporary. So it's like you could have put it on them for a little bit and then kept a nice little program running. You could have kept the business side for y'all. Like, it helps the business, and then it gets those people. Like, you could have, if you really put in the effort to it.
No, because I'm not going to have nobody with my belt that 75% of the wrestling fans don't know. Again, if it's Okada, that's a different story. Everybody know who Okada is, even if you never seen a match. You know who he is. Tanahashi, if you watch New Japan, put it this way. Okada's John Cena. Tanahashi's Randy Orton. if you watch their product, you know he's that good.
Maybe a little less than Randy Orton.
Nah,
He's that? Yeah, you think?
He's that? Yeah. What you mean?
Because people know Randy Orton like that, even in comparison to Cena.
No, I guarantee you, if we go and ask 10 people, do they know who John Cena is? All 10 of them will say they know who John Cena is. I guarantee if you ask people that don't watch wrestling who Randy Orton is, 6 of them may know who Randy Orton is. 4 of them not going to know who the hell we talk about.
And in fairness, they're only going to know Randy Orton because of the videos that we used to see from like Vine and all that shit with the RKO. That's the only reason why they would really know him if they weren't watching wrestling at the time.
And that's the same thing, kind of to your point, Quavo, the question you're asking, which is, see, you're smart. You ask the question. Some people just be talking, like Marshall. But anyway, Quavo, I got your back, Quavo. I got your back. So yeah, I got your back. But to your point, yes, in Japan, he is that in Japan. So yeah, and maybe not. Okay, I could use another name. He's not Punk. He's not Daniel Bryan either. Yeah, maybe Daniel Bryan, closer to Daniel Bryan, maybe Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
But longer tenured.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Jay Will. Say about it, or you want to speak on this thing some more, man?
I mean, Mike really took things away that I had in my mind. Do I see a long-term thing that we can keep going? Like Mike said, it would be cool to see that. Yeah. The match was okay. A lot of blood. A lot. I was like, I don't want to bring up WWE, but kind of have to, like when Stone Cold was bloody and you just saw the blood just dripping all over. I was like, damn, this is a lot. This is crazy. I mean, match was cool. It wasn't great. It was, again, comparison. Wasn't Cody or Seth. It wasn't. It was an okay match. I would rewatch it, but I don't think I would. There's other matches earlier in the show that I liked much more than this one. I'll leave it as clean as that. This was not the best match of the night. This is not even close to. This isn't even the second best match of the night to me. Not third either.
A lot of the card is like that. A lot of the card that you thought were going to be the matches like that, like this one, the ones that we didn't think that were going to be good were the ones that were actually better than. That Jericho match was better than this.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously.
Okay. Quavo, you get the final word, Quavo.
Well, now that you mentioned it, Jericho coming out with everybody to stomp on Moxley.
Everybody named Mama.
Oh my God!
At another pointless moment, it's like, come on, now, guys.
Oh God!
Goodness gracious! Like,
it wasn't pointless.
No, it wasn't pointless, but at the same time, it's like you're beating a dead horse.
How?
They're beating a dead horse in the way that now they're trying to amp up the rivalry by bringing in Claudio.
Nah, remember so this happened Sunday. Blood and Guts was Wednesday, which is the day we record. That's what they was building up.
Yeah. No, but that was the match that we already had.
No.
That's the match that they already had that gave the deciding whatever it was up for Blood and Guts. This was supposed to be a completely different match. And then on top of that, now you have Jericho coming out to get involved with Moxley, which had it been Kingston, it would have been a different story. But I mean, I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, there's relevance, but at the same time, you already got Moxley bloodied in the floor. Like, okay, let him get the win and get him out off the screen. But then you have everybody.
It's AEW, kill him.
Right. I forgot. We're in AEW, right?
Yeah, it's AEW.
AEW where they're going to have
right? Empty the clip.
where they're going to have a 63-year-old man jump off the top of your fucking walkway. And like, come on, bro.
I'm with you, Quavo. I'm with you, bro. But logically, come on now. What we seen in the early in the match, like, yeah,
the last
that
thing
life.
that was exploding ring. That was the only thing that was missing in the exploding ring.
To Quavo's certain point, Quavo, I just think that it was a move that, like, had Moxley not been bloodied up, the moment would have been. It wouldn't have felt so like, yo, what the fuck is happening here?
Right.
Moment. It wouldn't have felt that way. Like, it was like, bro, did we really need this moment when he was already bloodied up? But I get why it's for today. It's for today. But at the same time, it was like, bro, this is a lot. It got convoluted, and it was just a lot at one point, at one moment. But okay.
Then it got really messy with Claudio at the end, and then Kingston. And it's like, okay, y'all already have beef. Where did this beef? Where the fuck did this beef come from?
ROH. That's what I try to tell you.
I know, but still, at the same time, it's like, okay, that's old beef. You still got this grudge from forever ago.
Like, but that's smart. But that's smart though. That's smart. That's smart booking though, because if you know that you got people who from a previous, you know what I'm saying, like, we know that we've had things from other places. Let's revive that, because there was a lot of hype to that sort of moment. That's smart in a way.
I'm just not thrilled to see Claudio versus Eddie. That's just me.
I get what, and also the way they did it. I'm with Quavo. I didn't like that part, but I'm with Jay Will as far as I'm not mad that they brought that call back.
Yeah.
If you're an ROH fan, then you know that. But I get to Jose's point. It could have been better explained. Like, what? Like, a lot of this shit wasn't explained why shit was happening. So,
right.
to Jose's point, Jose on this show watches NXT. If he doesn't watch any other wrestling all week, he watches NXT. To a person like him, how do you explain to him, one, why the hell they down there? Two, why the hell he bleeding like that? Three, why the hell the new guy just came in and he beefing with the dude that's cool with Moxley? You know what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying. It, like, they don't do a very good job. That's why I say storytelling, man. These last two matches, man, storytelling was horrible, bro.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, again, none of these matches were bad, bro. They weren't bad.
No, they weren't bad. They were decent matches.
Yeah, the finishes were horrible.
Not horrible, but they were very good.
The last match, the finish.
That last match was bad.
Yeah.
That match was bad, but this match wasn't. The finish wasn't horrible. It just, to Jay Will's point, you knew that they weren't going. I mean, you knew John Moxley wasn't going to lose, bro. That's his boy. That's Tony Khan's boy, and yeah, but
they won elite.
When they go to Japan, and again, New Japan also was holding people back, man. The Tongas weren't in there. The God wasn't in there. What's my man? Evil wasn't in there. Kenta wasn't in there. There's a lot of people that are from New Japan that are big time names that pretty much they said them their mid upper card.
Yeah, they were like the B list. Send the strong B list.
Yeah, send a good B list people, because you guys are giving us your B list people. All your good.
Okada in
there. Yeah, except Okada. Okada was their Hogan. They sent over, and they was like, all right, you can have Hogan. Cool. But yeah.
All right, fellas, let's wrap this thing up. Now, what we gonna rate this thing? Quavo.
Didn't we tell your ass we ain't doing ratings?
You said for the matches, man. All right, but we're gonna do it. Would you recommend to a friend then? Let me get you the hell up out of here. It's getting late.
Not if it's gonna be buffering the entire time, but maybe like a 6.5 rating wise. So maybe
no, you recommended it to a friend. Would you recommend Forbidden Door 2022 to a friend?
Hey,
oh God,
you act like I'm supposed to not do this. Come on now.
Yes, you are. We just
you're not. He said, "Would you recommend to your friend?" That's what he said, and you're just not listening.
See what I mean?
Rating that probably wouldn't.
But you gave it a 6.5.
Yeah, there's a lot of 6.5s that I still wouldn't tell you to go watch that shit. You'll be all right. You didn't miss nothing.
Jay Will, are you going to recommend it to a friend?
I wouldn't recommend the whole thing. I would definitely recommend matches to watch. If you could find someone that got the whole match of some of these matches on YouTube, I would definitely that tag team match, the Jericho match. I will completely recommend that match. I will even the Pac match. I will recommend that match, but the whole show, nah, not really.
Okay. And last but not least, Multi-Man.
Yes, I will recommend it to a friend. I would recommend the whole thing to a friend, honestly. If you want to get to know about AEW and a little bit about New Japan, this was a good start for you. If you didn't know too much about New Japan, this is a decent start. As someone that likes New Japan, I feel bad for them. I wouldn't want this to be my first. Put it this way. These guys, Jose, Jay Will, they didn't really watch New Japan like that. I'm not saying that as a diss. I'm saying as they didn't really watch it like that. We're just calling it out. Me as a New Japan fan, that I've been waving a New Japan fan for so long, I apologize to you guys. This was not the proper representation. I don't know what is going on. It should have been better, but I definitely would recommend the pay-per-view to a friend. Yeah, you're missing Kenny Omega, Bryan Danielson, CM Punk, Jeff Hardy. There's so many people that was missing from this pay-per-view that would have made this pay-per-view an instant classic.
But see, here's where, and I'm probably shooting myself in the foot in this one because of what I said in the group chat. But in retrospect to Hell in a Cell, there weren't a lot of big names on Hell in a Cell, and it was still worth watching.
Yeah, but those names were already planned on not being there. It's not like Roman wasn't hurt. Roman just wasn't booked for the show. That's different. You know your champ's not going to be there because you're not booking him. Punk was who was going to sell this pay-per-view.
I thought Roman was hurt during her.
No, he wasn't playing.
No, his contract changed where he's working lesser dates. That's why he's not booked on it.
Yeah, he wasn't hurt. He wasn't hurt. He's not booked for Money in the Bank neither.
Nope.
Yeah, he's just working less dates, like Jay Will said. So they knew he wasn't going to be on there. Randy Orton, to another extent, they were going to give those belts to the Usos anyway. So whatever Randy Orton was going to be doing really didn't make that much of a difference. You get what I'm saying? Actually, he was going to be feuding with Roman from what was rumored. So if Roman's off the show, Randy's off the show. Well, I mean, if Randy's off the show, Roman was off the show. So you really kind of lost something, but at the same time, they just took both of them off. In AEW's case, CM Punk was supposed to fight Tanahashi. They gave it to Moxley. What they should have just did was just scrap that match, period, and just made it an AEW unification. They should have did that match that they did with Kyle O'Reilly and John Moxley on that night. You had the world watching. You could have had two of the best in-ring people in AEW and highlighted them that night. It didn't have to be about New Japan that night. You could have saved that for another time. Even though you promised it, you still could have gave Tanahashi. You could have put Tanahashi in the four-way. But, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I apologize to y'all, man. That wasn't a great New Japan debut for you guys. Sorry.
Hey, man, you was in the ring performing. You didn't get a check that night. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby. It's all good.
Hey,
Well, technically, it's still stained by an AEW collaboration, so technically it's not full New Japan.
Oh, no. I'm not blaming New Japan at all. I'm just saying for the people that have heard other people talk about New Japan, and you probably looking like, all right, they are all right, but it ain't what y'all be saying. That's who I'm speaking for. I'm speaking for those type of people because New Japan is a lot better. I mean, my man Tama Tonga wasn't on the shit, man. Come on now.
Right.
True.
The match we really wanted to see for real is the Elite versus the Bullet Club. God damn it.
TK, make it happen.
Not gonna happen.
You say you got all this pool. Make it happen. Let's see how much pool you got, TK. Let's see how much pool you got, TK. With that being said, fellas, let the people know where they can find you at. Quabo, let the people know where they can find you at, dog.
Holla at your boy Quabo, Jose Quavo 8 on all platforms. Hit that follow, hit the like.
Boom. Jay Will, let the people know where they can find you.
You can find me on Facebook at JAYWIL 1L Will, and you can also find me on Twitter.
J Will what?
Huh?
J Will what?
That was on Facebook.
No, I mean you will what? You will what?
Shut up.
No.
That was terrible. That was just as bad.
You fell for it though.
That was terrible. You can find me on. You can find me on Twitter.
There's no deck there.
You can find me on Twitter for the number 4 CB_J Will on Twitter. You can find me on there.
My man. Vince T, Alexa T, Moti Man. Tell the people where they can find you at, man.
So I was gonna come on here. I was gonna like on my little table. I was gonna do the little Kata coin thing, but I was like, man, it's too much mess.
You know you ain't got it all right.
That's why I started laughing when Jay Will was talking. I wasn't laughing at Jay Will. I was thinking in my mind, should I go get the jar of coins and just go, and then I'm gonna have to pick all them up by myself? No, I'm good. Twitter, Mike T304. I keep it simple. Twitter, Mike T304. M Turner on Instagram. Michael Turner on Facebook. You know, you can find us at all the 613 platforms. Yeah, man. We here. We out here, man.
Yes, sir. And don't forget to check out our brothers on the Man Cave Sports Podcast.
I wonder why y'all promoting them.
Some of my bros, man.
And look, we heard what you said about us.
I watched.
What you said about us, you asshole.
Who, me?
We watched this show. Fuck you. You heard what you said about us on this show. Fuck you. And we know your little secret too, so fuck you twice. All right.
Hold on, what's the secret? What's this? Jay Will doesn't know nothing. You know damn well he don't watch the show, so he don't even watch this one.
No. So call out the names because you know 2 people on this don't watch the damn show. Jay Will, you don't watch the Man Cave Sports Podcast.
You don't watch In the Four Corners of Wrestling either. That's it.
I was on it. Why I gotta watch it?
That's why I told you. Remember when he first came back the next week? I told you. I said,
you gotta put that blooper out there, bro.
I said I'm gonna get him. I said I'm gonna get him because he don't watch this show. I said he don't watch the show, so he not gonna know. And then I was like, yeah, what if Popeyes had a breakfast menu? Jay Will, what would be on the menu? And he walked right into it.
Why didn't listen to the show?
You don't watch the show.
Right, didn't watch or listen. Lord have mercy.
That was in the beginning of the show.
Right, 3rd season.
The first episode of season 1. I mean, season 3.
Right.
He didn't even watch. He don't even know what the hell we were talking about. So yeah. No, right, Quavo. Y'all don't be watching that shit. You watch it because you part of the media team. And you don't be watching, you just be looking for funny clips. So don't
I be watching. I gotta watch. I watch it all the way through.
Okay.
Find the best parts. I do. I watch it all the way through.
Oh man. But yeah, make sure y'all check them out. You know what I'm saying? They're hilarious over there. My man Jay G Money, old Willie Beeman. Check them out on the 613 Faye Production Network on YouTube. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, turn on those notifications. I am your host, Soul Man Simmons.
Oh,
Catch me on.
you never promote my show.
What's the show? Oh, the Hour.
Nope.
He's been forgetting to go to you. He's been
Which
forgetting
one?
people. Just
Quavo. He don't never promote my show because he knows that once I blow, he's gone.
Yeah. He don't even like Fridays. He don't even like Fridays.
He don't even like Fridays. He don't even know that I haven't put out a show in 2 weeks.
He don't like him. He don't like him.
He don't promote my show. He ain't never shared a flyer. He never done nothing. It's okay. It's okay. He gonna say the cranked out go happy hour. That's 2 years ago. That was the first show on 613. That show no longer exists.
So what show you talking about?
What? All right, end the show, bro. Go ahead.
I'm trying to give you a chance to promote the show, bro. Promote the show.
The show was a pilot. It don't come back to the fall. It shows how much y'all pay attention to me.
Hey, check it out, man. Y'all see how much fun we be having. Check us out.
It's not fun. You don't know what's on. Don't work.
See, this is what you have to deal with when you work with the owner. That's why we call him Vince T.
Don't worry. You're probably gonna be working with Colin soon.
It's all good. That's all right. Me and Colin will be. That's right.
Podcast unemployment line.
It's all right. And me and Colin will be eating bison and all that shit. Hey, I am your host, Soul Man Simmons. Catch me on Instagram, Twitter, and as we like to say here in the Four Corners of Wrestling podcast, don't try this at home. Leave it to the professionals. And we out.
Marshall gonna be eating with his rich friends like, I got rich friends. I got rich friends. Pipebomb, man.
Don't forget the pinky. Don't forget the pinky.